Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Chargers and the Renegades. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Fall 24 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you the Chargers and the Renegades on this Tuesday. How you doing today, Stu?
I'm well, Andrew. Getting over a fantastic evening of highlight that we had last night here for Battle Court. No doubt that the Chargers and Renegades are going to deliver.
Yes, let's take a look at these standings before we get into tonight's game day. Yesterday, we saw the Devils and the Warriors finish in a 4-4 tie. So the Warriors do jump ahead of the Chargers, at least for the moment. But you see there are 2.5 points separating those two teams. They get more than that, the Chargers will be back up in that second place spot. But everybody looking to catch up to the Renegades. Boy, have they been.
Renegades have been on fire.
Boy, absolutely, Stu. 37.5 points so far. Even with the clean sweep of the points, the Chargers are still going to be in second place. But an opportunity, first of 3 meetings for these two teams in the regular season, and we get started in the second division of singles. It's going to be Iturbide for the Chargers against Arats of the Renegades. So far, Arats has had a resume-building win here in this Battle Court season, defeating Hyro last time out. Arats is 1-1. Iturbide so far for the Chargers, just one singles match back about 2 weeks ago on the 1st of October. He defeated, that was, I believe, a big arena for the Cyclones.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our first match. Iturbide has a serve for the Chargers. There's a serve. We begin. Here's a backhand by Arats to the inside. Rabote, rebound off the back wall, played by Arats. Here's Iturbide. Drop shot. Arats got a head start. Drop shot. Iturbide. That's 2 bounces. It scores. First point of this match goes to Arats of the Renegades.
Boy, Arats has really taken advantage of the pad lowering the last, happened about a couple weeks ago now, throwing a lot more shots from the costado. That's a shoulder-level throw from the left side. Some drop shots as well, but overall just mixing it up nicely, and that's led to that success in singles. He said defeating Hyro last time out.
Yeah, he was player of the day a few weeks ago, or within the last couple weeks, and that's one of the things that he said, that the front court experience that he has previously has really been helping him in terms of kill shots. Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Iturbide. Caught by Arats. Iturbide throws wall to wall from the left side. Forehand Rabote by Arats. Iturbide makes the catch. Drop shot to the inside, falls short of the front wall. That's 2 points for Arats of the Renegades. He serves. The unforced errors.
Well, I really played Iturbide in the first couple seasons of his Battle Court career. I mean, figuring out the 2-wall, the drop shot. Haven't seen that inconsistently so far this season, but that one from the outside, a little bit further, that ball had to travel compared to most drop shots.
Here's a backhand by Iturbide. Here's a backhand by Arats. Iturbide winds up. 2-all. Stopped by Arats. Arats hard on the return. Stopped by Iturbide. Beautiful catch. Hard to the inside, and Arats is there. Rabote, the rebound from the back wall. Stopped by Iturbide. Arats winding up. Fakes the 2-all. Big bounce. Stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide hard to the inside. This is out of reach and will not come to Rabote. Iturbide is on the board with a point for the Chargers.
And when you have such a great costado 2-wall, that opens up the inside of the court. Look at Arats. I mean, he's shading for the 2-wall, first step out that way. But look at where this comes. Crossing right at the 10 line as Arats is trying to make that catch, and the Rabote just not there.
Here's a backhand by Arats. Rabote forehand, powerfully thrown by Iturbide. Rabote, 2-all with a light touch, lands in and scores. Well done. 3 points for Arats. He serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Well, he's just taking what the defense is giving him right here. Iturbide's trapped to the inside. He goes for a 2-all. Maybe not exactly what he wanted. Hooked it, and it died. Second bounce before Iturbide can get up there. Either way, very effective. Now a 3-1 lead for Arats.
Big backhand by Iturbide. Arats on the backhand from the 12 line. Powerfully thrown. Caught a piece of the side wall. 2-all. That lands wide. 4 points for Arats. He serves.
Well, Iturbide, same type of throw. He had Arats now trapped to the inside. The only difference was he was kind of off his footing there, trying to throw that 2-all.
Threw it a bit hard.
Yeah, threw it harder and sacrificed a little bit of control there for power.
You see Arats showing Iturbide the ball. It's basically a courtesy saying, I think that this ball either needs to go out or come in after it took a little ding off the side wall there. Iturbide says, that's good. Here's a backhand by Iturbide, powerfully thrown and striking the overhead screen. That is out of play. 5 points for Arats, possible set point.
And, I mean, strategy clear. Iturbide trying to get that ball off the back wall, force Arats to rebote. He doesn't have a ton of power when he plays the ball off the back wall. He is consistent. Just got to avoid that overhead screen. That kicked up well into it.
Big backhand. Rebote forehand by Arats. Iturbide from the 6th line. Ball tipped. 2 points for Iturbide. Still possible set point for Arats. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
Came right to him, but he had to make that switch from the left side to the right at the last instant. And a lot of times you just don't have it lined up quite where you think in the basket.
Yeah, and Iturbide was right in front of him. Here's a backhand by Arats. Powerful backhand by Iturbide. Rebote left side. Into the pad, and the pad is bad. 3 points for Iturbide. Iturbide has a serve for the Chargers.
And just needs one more to close it out, and back-to-back unforced errors here for Arats now.
It seems like Iturbide's had a number of these that have gone back and forth, as we've often said. Going into a second set, though, Iturbide becomes very dangerous very quick. Beautiful catch by Arats in the corner off a hard serve by Iturbide. Scoop by Arats. Drop shot. Read by Iturbide. He got there. Hard throw to the inside. Will score. 4 points for Iturbide. Arats with 5 and a possible set point. Iturbide has a serve.
I mean, pretty good thought there by Arats, and he ensured he made contact with the side wall, which
that was a tricky one.
Usually kills a lot of the speed, and that ball takes its second bounce. Iturbide just got there.
Now he read Arats' body language and just got right in place to make that play.
Again, took his time controlling that ball, too. Sometimes you catch it that low. It likes to pop out or spin out of the basket. Good job. Now just a 1 point deficit.
There's the backhand by Arats. Catch by Iturbide at the 12 line. Big backhand. Arats is there. Difficult catch. Backhand by Iturbide. Powerful throw. Rebote forehand. Iturbide comes in, winds up. The 2-all opens and scores. Beautifully executed. We're at 5-5. This is set point. Arats looking frustrated that he allowed, that basically opened the door for Iturbide to come back here, but Iturbide's worked hard for it, and Arats has been playing great.
And this is the best 2-all so far today. Powers it into the sidewall, opens up nicely, and you see it, that power, that level of control. Arats is a couple lines away from it when it's into the net. Well done. 5-5, this is for the set.
Rebote forehand save. Well played. Excellent effort by Arats. That ball tipped up high. Iturbide comes back and takes the first set 6-5. Put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, play our second set.
Wow, down 5-2, and Iturbide storms back, winning the final 4 points to take set number 1. That rebote he played along the sidewall, deep in the backcourt. I mean, you talk about getting the cesta into the sidewall, really digging that one out. if you're a Rotz, you can't place the ball any better. You just got to tip your cap to the opponent.
Absolutely. It just becomes an all-defensive play. Difficult for Rotz to make anything happen there. Maybe he can go 2 walls if he's got the right footing.
See, this was early on, the sequence of drop shots. Rotz, he's quick. One of the youngest guys on the roster. Pretty good foot speed there. And you see,
second bounce.
Just does get that second bounce.
Beautiful catch by Iturbide. Hard to the inside, just out of reach, and this is not going to come back out to the rebote. If anybody could play it, a Rotz can, but...
Right here, look at a Rotz staying calm, recognizing where his opponent is, throws
soft
slight
touch.
2-wall, soft touch, scores. Rebote to the outside, I mean, tremendous scoop, and I'll say, Stu, I mean, this is not a bad drop shot here. Contact, well, maybe a little bit high off the sidewall there. Iturbide just does track it down and then controls it, rips it inside. That brought it to 5-4. This 2-wall here, not going to see many better. Look at that.
Just beautifully executed by Iturbide.
Opening up at about the 4.5 line in the net, and Rotz is back there at the 7. And then Iturbide gets that decisive 11th point for set number 1. Yes, and I think I misspoke a little bit earlier. That first appearance for Iturbide in singles this year, it was against Amigarena, but Amigarena scratched. So this is actually the first time we're seeing Iturbide in singles about a month and a half into this season. So one of the guys we really haven't seen a whole lot of for the Chargers too, and he's 21-4 last year in his 25 matches.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rebote forehand. Here's the catch by Iturbide. Low and hard to the inside. Beautiful catch by Rotz. Iturbide, backhand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Rotz, backhand from the 10 line. Powerfully thrown. Wall to wall, out to the rebote. Costello 2-wall, stopped by Iturbide. Karam by Iturbide, stopped by Rotz. That ball's in play and scoring. Well done. Rotz gets the first point of the second set. He serves.
Boy, that's impossible for us to tell here, but that looked like a pretty good shot by Iturbide on the return.
Oh, great shot on the return.
I think, let's see. I'll tell you what, Stu.
It's clean.
I stand corrected. He really got it into the net, the cesta into the net without pushing it out of the way, and that's the key. If you use the offhand to move the net out of the way, which he did not, clearly in that replay, that's clean. Very well done.
Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Rotz attacks, winds up. Costello 2-all is in and scores. 2 points for Rotz.
Didn't see many 2-all attempts in the first set, and made one off the rebote, but here this is textbook. Takes it up in the front court right about the 6 line, 2-wall, just inside the boundary, and so far out of reach, doesn't even move towards it.
Ball crossing the side wall and scoring off an excellent serve by Rotz. That's 3 points for Rotz and the Renegades. Rotz has the serve.
And that kicked up back at the 12.5 line, right on the sidewall, too.
A beautiful serve.
That's gorgeous for Rotz.
Beautiful single serve. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Rotz makes the catch. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Forehand rebote, low and hard. Rotz makes the catch. To the inside it goes. This will be just out of reach. Give Rotz his 4th point.
It's been quick, too. Costado's inside, Costado's 2-wall, whatever you want to throw.
Well, he took his foot off the gas, for lack of a better term, and in the first set. Doesn't want to let that happen again in the second set.
And that really is common, Stu. I mean, you see deficits. I mean, you see them shrink and shrink throughout the set, and then eventually a guy comes back and all the momentum's on their side.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
You know, you work so hard, you earn some of those points. You think, hey, all I need is one more, and then Iturbide started opening up, and when he gets in a rhythm, he's tough to stop. Maybe one of the toughest on the roster.
Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Ball took a kick. Here's a catch by Arats. Backhand by Iturbide. Hard to the inside, kicks up and scores. Iturbide is on the board with a point and the serve.
Just can't compound these mistakes. That's what happened in the first set. One mistake led to another, then the shot started to work. Now Iturbide's got control of the serve and just putting it up the middle.
Here's the backhand by Arats.
Oh,
that
boy.
hit the overhead screen. It's out of play. 2 points for Iturbide and the Chargers. Iturbide has a serve. Yeah, trying to get the ball back hard and fast. Took off from the front wall and hit the overhead screen. Got to keep that overhead screen boundary in mind. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Beautiful catch by Arats. There's the backhand. Iturbide commits the 11 line. Robote coming out, way out. Iturbide takes that on the bounce. Powerful 2-all right at Arats. Arats makes the catch. To the inside it goes, and it scores. 5 points for Arats, possible set point.
This is where he was at the first set, up 5-2, so has to ensure that he closes this one out. Iturbide just a little unlucky. I mean, if that ball doesn't clip the side wall, I mean, it scores. That was the only chance for Arats, put it right to his left side, and then he's been precise when he's thrown it from the costado. Another one.
Backhand by Iturbide, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out, way out. 6 line. That hit the overhead screen by Arats. That is 3 points for Iturbide. 5 for Arats, still possible set point for Arats.
And Arats can't get a ton of power on that shot, so if Iturbide is able to cut it off, he's looking to take that in the air about the 6 or the 7 line, and you know what happens when he gets it there. Looking at a shot, looking to kill the point pretty quickly.
Here's a backhand by Arats. Robote coming out. Robote forehand, powerfully thrown. Arats looks for the Robote, shoots it. It's a 2-all. Iturbide reads it, stops it. Powerful forehand will score. 4 points for Iturbide. Arats with 5, still possible set point. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
And Iturbide read that one perfectly. Not fooled. He knows that Arats off the Robote sometimes, especially when he's off his footing. Likes to mix in the 2-wall. Tracked it down and just a bullet back to the inside.
Yeah, beautifully executed.
And 2 points in a row, just a 1-point deficit again.
Arats with the catch. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand, low and hard. Arats makes the catch, winds up. Eyes on the ball. Iturbide makes the catch. There's the backhand. Big backhand by Iturbide. Robote comes out to the 6 line. Arats to the inside. Scooped up by Iturbide. Big backhand. Low to the back wall. Iturbide from the costado again. Hard to the inside. Scoop by Arats. Robote forehand. Arats makes the catch. 2-all into the pad. 5-5.
Wow.
So this is still set point for Arats. Possible match point for Iturbide.
Yeah, this one has slipped away again in the second set. Another 3-point run for Iturbide to bring it to 5-5. Just shows you how hard it is to get that last point and close out these sets. And Iturbide's grinding it out. Just could have said, heck with it, let's move on to the second set. He battled in set 1, now a chance to close it out in straight sets.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand by Rotz, powerfully thrown. Robote forehand rifled by Iturbide. Back to the inside
right
at the
wall.
side wall.
Oh.
That's a beautiful save by Rotz. Iturbide is there. Outside placement. Stopped by Rotz. Iturbide from the costado. 2-all is out.
My.
Point and set for Rotz. We will move on to a third and final set in just 2 minutes.
Oh, that kicked.
Oh my.
That kicked up off the front wall. That looked like it was going to drop in perfectly. And, yeah, Iturbide couldn't believe it. And I think a lot of us back here could believe it either. That looked like it was going to end it and just kicked wide of the court. Rotz escapes 6-5 with the second set.
Jai-Alai, like so many other games, a game of inches. Got to get that ball in that boundary. So he caromed it off of the side wall, had a cut to the front wall. It's got to drop on the floor inside that outer boundary. It went wide at 5-5. Yeah. But a tremendous comeback there for Iturbide of the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, he took that outside placement and thought that was going to end the match. Rotz just caught it on the tip, dropped it back inside, and wow, Stu, I just can't believe it. I mean, we see those 2 walls hit off the side wall consistently. Usually when it hits a spot, you think it's going to drop in, and that one just kicked up a little bit. Very surprising, but going to a third set here to decide our first match of the day. 3 singles and 3 doubles today between the Chargers and Renegades.
Yeah, and impossible to know which way this one's going to go. I wouldn't have expected Iturbide to come back the way that he did, and he did. It looked like Rotz was going to run away with the second set. Anybody's guess in this third set. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day, going into the third and final set. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Third and final set coming up now. We are ready to begin our third and final set. First player to reach 6 points will win this match. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers. Iturbide serves. We begin. Powerful backhand. Robote forehand. Excellent catch by Rotz. Backhand from the 11 line. Iturbide keeps it on the left side. Backhand passes. Robote coming out. Robote left side is a 2-all. Read and stopped by Iturbide. Carom by Iturbide lands back in and scores. Iturbide first up on the board in this third set.
Starting off with the carom there. Yeah, he opened up towards the inside like he was just going to blast it back to Rotz, and at the last second turned the hips towards the side wall and threw a carom.
Here's a backhand by Rotz. Robote forehand by Iturbide, caught by Rotz. Rotz with a 2-all that opens and scores. Well done. 1-1 in the third set. Rotz has a serve for the Renegades.
And narrowly above the pad. And threading the needle with that 2-all. Looked like Iturbide thought that one was going to clip. He hesitated just enough. And we say when you do that, I don't usually end up with it on the outside.
Rotz does have the ability to throw these quick. Ball over serve. Second serve must be good. The good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Powerfully thrown. Arats is there. Iturbide overhead. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out to the 7 line. Iturbide takes it on the bounce. Backhand to the inside. Passing. Robote saved. Iturbide going for that on the bounce. Particularly difficult catch. Good save by Arats. He has 2 points and the serve. That's
perfect counter to an aggressive player, Stu.
Yeah, Iturbide kind of got caught under the bridge there. He wasn't far enough up to take it in the air, and he was a little too far up to take it on the quick bounce, on the scoop. At the side wall, that would have been tough. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Wall to wall from the left side. Arats, forehand Robote. Iturbide's there, winding up. Hard to the inside, good read and catch by Arats. Robote forehand, midcourt. Arats is there. Iturbide, tip ball at the 11 line. 3 points for Arats. He has the serve.
It's been all too common. I mean, every one of these sets, Arats has led at least 3-1. Another one here in the third. Again, that's late contact with the side wall. Not the easiest catch in the world, but certainly one that Iturbide himself, you see by the reaction, would expect to make.
Iturbide powerfully from the costado. Robote, left side to the inside. Arats attacks, winds up. Costado 2-all, opens and scores. That's beautifully executed by Arats for 4 points and the serve. Again, when Arats attacks, see Arats moving up on the ball. He has it on the costado.
And again, I mean, he's flirting with the pad, but it opens up.
But it pays off big time.
Yeah, opens up a little bit wider.
Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote forehand. Iturbide moves up, takes it in the air. 2-all opens wide and scores. Beautifully executed by Iturbide to score. Iturbide has 2. Arats has 4. First to 6 will win the match.
I'm surprised we haven't seen this more from Iturbide. There's some guys that if you throw a good 2-all, there's a chance your opponent could get out to it. Iturbide's not one of those guys. If he throws it the way he wants to, it's going to cut, it's going to open up, and it's into the net well before the player can get to it. So just keep throwing that. He's got confidence, opened up well now 2 times. See if he goes back to it.
Arats on the backhand. Robote 2-all. Arats had a head start on it, stops it. Iturbide with a diving save that falls just short. That is 5 points for Arats, possible match point. If Arats has the ability to finish it off, he needs to finish it off here. Iturbide obviously frustrated after that play.
What do you know? 5-2 again, Stu.
Yeah, he's come back a few. He's come back a few times.
Every set, Arats has led 5-2.
Powerful backhand by Iturbide. Robote for Arats. Here's Iturbide. 2-all, opening wide and scoring. That's beautifully executed by Iturbide. 3 points for Iturbide. 5 for Arats. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
Kind of sawed off that finish a little bit, Stu. What does that do? It gets the ball a little bit more spin. Look at the wrist there. Kind of cuts it, and wow, that really opens.
Yeah, at the 3 line, it's hitting the floor and heading out to the screen, which is what you want. Backhand by Arats. Iturbide on the catch. Backhand powerfully thrown. Arats tremendous catch at the 12 line. Is Iturbide. Backhand powerfully thrown again. Arats is there. Backhand. Robote coming out to the 7 line. Fired from the forehand of Iturbide. Difficult save by Arats. Iturbide is there, winding up. 2-all is in and scoring. 4 points for Iturbide. Arats with 5. Iturbide has a serve. I'll tell you,
that one,
the guts it takes to throw that with this score, that's ballsy, man.
Yeah, and that one really dropped at a sharp angle off the front wall into the floor. I mean, where it hit off the front wall, I expected maybe that could kick wide, but that dropped down nicely just inside the boundary. Kind of the opposite of what we saw in that 2-wall to end the second set.
Absolutely.
I mean, really opposite.
Backhand by Aratz. Ichibide with the catch. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Robote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. Aratz keeps it inside. Ichibide, tough catch. Hard backhand, right to the corner. Ichibide has it on the forehand. Karam, read by Aratz, stopped by Aratz. Hard throw by Aratz will score for the win. Point and a hard-fought match for Aratz of the Renegades, taking it in the third set, 6-4.
Wow, Aratz closes it out just 1 point shy of the maximum in our opening match. Again, I mean, the Karam, Aratz is looking for the 2-wall. He gets there in plenty of time, low and hard on the return. Aratz did a really good job of killing those forehands. See that second bounce before the Robote attempt. Aratz wins the final 2 sets, 6-5, 6-4, earning the first point of the day for the Renegades.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
And look at that game day score, 1 point for the Renegades, just adding to their season total. Now a full 12 points ahead of the Chargers. And the Warriors playing yesterday. So the Renegades are actually a full game day behind, so we'll get a clean look at the top 3 after tonight with the same game days played. We got our winner ready to go. Here is Aratz of the Renegades.
All right, Aratz, back-to-back wins in singles. You defeated Jairo and now Iturbide just a few moments ago. What does it say about your development as a player that you're beating these top singles players with more consistency?
Yeah, I think that I never give up. I'm a warrior and I do all my best in all the matches. So I think that that's my big key. And I think that today, me and Iturbide, we don't play very, very good, to say true. We start bad. He start bad, I start later bad. Was a little bit a strange match, but I'm happy for the win because the win counts. And I want to say shout out to my friends from Esparruela because they are seeing me, and I love you guys.
Well, thank you so much, Aratz. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
Bye.
How about that? Shout out to Aratz's friends as well. What a win getting the day started for the Renegades. Let's see this top division singles match up next. You got Aratz's older brother, Gosheri, out there for the Renegades, taking on Zulaika for the Chargers. Zulaika 3-2 to begin this season. Gosheri is undefeated, 4-0. 3-0, Stu.
Boy, if Aratz thought that was bad. I thought
that was a pretty good performance. There's a serve. Our second match is underway. Backhand to the inside. Here's the Robote. Forehand played by Zulaika. Gosheri into the Costado. It's a 2-wall. Snapped in to score. First point of our second match to Gosheri.
Yeah, I don't think that Zulaika needs to take any guesses whether or not these are going to be 2 walls or not. That's what Gosheri does consistently.
Yeah, he's taken off. Kind of close, but
you have to be
just
again,
off the tip.
You see the footwork there at the screen. You have to be so careful.
He's tiptoeing the net. He doesn't want to take a bad step and get twisted up in there. Zulaika takes in the serve, backhand, low and hard, picked off by Gosheri. Here's Zulaika up at the 9 line, higher and harder. That clears the overhead screen. Gosheri up at the 6, powers the Robote inside, caught by Zulaika. Low runner, Gosheri stops this one. Another 2-wall opens. Oh, Zulaika got to this one. His Karam return. Gosheri got assessed on it, but could not get the throw off. Zulaika ties it up, 1-1.
Again, once you start, you can have your eye on the ball, which you need to do. You see Gaucheri, he's got it. He can throw a Costado 2-all from anywhere. Zulaika reads this one, stops it, takes a look, throws a carom. See Gaucheri take off for it, but also has to keep that screen in mind. You see that second step, he's already in the screen.
Powerful serve, but that's an over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Gaucheri from the left side opens up with the backhand. Zulaika lets it pass. Plays the forehand bote on the backhand. Gaucheri backing up. Knocked it down. Second point for Zulaika. He serves.
Even Gaucheri with all his catching prowess and dominance on this court, that sidewall, the closer that ball is to the sidewall, the more difficult it is to get it into your basket, whether it's coming off the front wall or the rebote.
Over serve. Second serve for Zulaika. Rebote, forehand. Zulaika powers it inside, caught off the sidewall. Gaucheri, who keeps it inside where it will score. Fake there. That's 2 points for Gaucheri. We're tied up.
See Gaucheri here on the catch.
Yeah,
puts
look
it
at
back
a couple
inside.
steps outside. Yeah. And he got kind of stuck there, trying to push
Look,
off.
the first two were 2-all, so
Yeah.
Zulaika's guessing correctly.
Hard serve, crossing the sidewall. Zulaika picks it. Oh, what a leaping grab by Gaucheri at the 10. Backhand. Magic City bounce opens up. Dug out by Zulaika. Gaucheri waits up at the 9. Low bullet. Caught in the air by Zulaika. Zulaika's 2-all lands in. Gaucheri stops it, but gets tied up in the net. That point will go to Zulaika of the Chargers, his third.
Yeah, he made the catch, but did not have enough room to make the throw before basically his whole body was in the net.
Yeah, you don't want to make an unnecessary throw, and I think Gaucheri, yeah, he could have gotten tied up in the net and low percentage throw that could have ended poorly if he got that arm trapped in the net. Ball is a little bit cut here. It looks like they will take it out of play.
Swap out the ball for a new ball.
Tough catch there. Gaucheri leaping grab along the sidewall. Beautifully done. Yeah, when you see a Magic City bounce like that where it cuts at a sharp angle off the sidewall.
Oftentimes it hits one of those grooves which cuts into the ball. Yeah. Player's choice. They can keep it in, but that one had to come out.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Good catch there by Zulaika, the backhand. Pulled in by Gaucheri along the sidewall. This one dropping low. Zulaika picks it. Backhand. Sherry makes the flying catch. This one passing. Rebote. Forehand. Power to the inside by Zulaika. Wall to wall. Gaucheri waits at the 7. He returns one to pass. This rebote stays outside. Gaucheri winds it up. The carom is blasted in to score. 3-3. Tied back up in this opening set.
We're watching Zulaika playing very thoughtful highlight. Shots and court positioning are both excellent. Gaucheri just continues to dominate. Very well done.
Zulaika takes a serve up at the 11. Hard backhand, open it up. Robote left side, eye off the front wall. Zulaika has it in the air. Forehand low and hard goes Sherry. That's a tough save. It's up in the overhead screen. 4 points for Zulaika. Robote left side, play to the inside. Oh, what a scoop by Gaucheri. Zulaika, inside placement. Gaucheri picks it off. What a catch, what a read. Backhand, passing. Here's the Robote, it's a forehand. Sticks to the inside, contact with the side wall. Gaucheri returns it to wall, and opens, and it scores.
Beautifully executed by Gaucheri. Zulaika was even out there, and he still threw it.
4-4 is the score. Gaucheri serves.
Yeah, this thing just opens up so beautifully.
Where'd you get that sweatshirt? Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Here's Gaucheri on the inside. Good catch. Low bullet in the corner. This comes shooting out. Zulaika, that's a tough save. That was right on the wall. Gaucheri from the costado at the 6 line. Zulaika almost
trying
got there.
To get assessed on it.
And couldn't navigate around the net. That's going to score for Gaucheri. Brings him to 5 points and a possible set point.
Zulaika doing a good job of trying to get assessed between his ball and the net. Just...
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Here's Zulaika, handles the second serve, backhand, hit in the corner. Robote left side, 2 wall, is out. Gives Zulaika 5 points. We are tied up. This is set point.
Quite a bit like the first match. Zulaika has kept it close, though, throughout. Gaucheri's shots have been excellent.
Good hard serve. Gaucheri takes it in back beyond the 13. The backhand clears the overhead screen. Forehand Robote coming out low. Scooped up by Gaucheri. There's the backhand. Inside placement with a big bounce. Good control again by Gaucheri. The backhand right into the corner. A wonky Robote played back to the inside. Gaucheri waits on it. Pushes it outside. And it lands outside the court. Point and set. Zulaika takes it 6-5. 2 minutes, we'll come back and play set number 2.
You want to talk about a floater. That thing just started floating to the outside.
(6-5). Zulaika takes out Gaucheri in that first set. Common theme we're seeing today, Stu. Renegades going up ahead in these sets and Chargers storming back.
No question. I mean, Zulaika worked really, really hard. We have some replays from that first set. So Gaucheri with one of many punishing 2-walls. Again, this one literally 2 inches away from the tip, but you see the effort that Zulaika has to go through.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to try for a quick release, like catch and throw at the same time. This 2-wall just above the pad, but far enough away from the net that Zulaika can power this carom just off the tip.
And while we're watching replays, we have one number 20 Gaucheri who has not left the court. Chosen not to go into the DraftKings players cage.
We've seen all these replays and a lot of highlights here for Gaucheri, but then Zulaika starting to mix it up there with the 2-wall and couldn't get the throw off, and makes it official when you put the left hand into the net. Carom right here, boy, that was a good one, and it actually opened up away from the player. 2-wall here off the rebote again. I mean, inches on both of those 2-walls. Inches away. And Gaucheri here. Zulaika
gets it in. He just can't do anything with it.
It's into the net.
You can see how quickly you could have something really bad happen to an ankle by stepping on there.
Well, ankle and arm. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen getting trapped up in the net, which... Now, these guys go in there with no fear sometimes, and you got to love that effort.
Absolutely.
Second set, ready to go. Here's Gaucheri. Lost the first set. He's got the serve to begin set 2. There's a serve. We begin our second set. Low runner to the inside. That's scooped by Gaucheri. Backhand. Backhand to pass. Zulaika. Robote save. Clears the overhead screen. Back to the 11 line. Zulaika into the costado. It's a 2-wall. It opens. Beautiful. And it scores. That's a point for Zulaika. But again, our second set.
See, Gaucheri has arguably the best costado 2-wall in all battle court, but Zulaika, known for his, not afraid to use it there. Very well done.
Yeah, Zulaika is another one of the players that if he throws a good 2-wall, good power, it'll open up and it'll score. There's really nothing the defense can do about it. Backhand to the inside, kicking off the back wall. Kind of died there on a knee. Zulaika makes the save. He just lays it up. Gaucheri in the middle of the court. Hard to the inside. That'll score.
So when the player has the ball in the costado position, he's made the catch, and he's obviously looking behind him. Is he taking a picture? Is he looking? Kinda is the best is the best way to put it. Is the best way to put it. Yes. And once he sees his opponent commit.
Hard serve handled by Zulaika. Quick release on the backhand. This rebote comes shooting out. Gaucheri high to the inside. Zulaika waits on the rebote. High off the front wall. Gaucheri with the leaping grab. Backhand up at the 8. Wall to wall from the left side. Zulaika tracks it down, powers it to the inside. Now Gaucheri makes a rebote save of his own. Right to the costado with Zulaika, hard to the inside. That's scooped by Gaucheri. Back to the inside again. That 2-wall opens up a little too wide. That's out of play. Second point for Gaucheri. He leads 2-1.
Yeah. Zulaika threw that he tried to kill this quickly.
This scoop, man.
Oh, this scoop.
Wow.
Yeah. Gaucheri is just spotless there at the side wall.
Backhand from the 11. Gaucheri has it off the sidewall. Backhand lobbed up a little bit higher. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand just does clear. Gaucheri at the 7 line. Back to the inside. The high scoop missed. 3-1 in favor of Gaucheri.
Yeah, Zulaika had a face full of Gaucheri trying to go for that scoop.
Backhand wall to wall. Rebote. Powered by Gaucheri. Zulaika turns, look for one. Saves it just above the pad. Gaucheri up at the 5 line. Oh, the 2-all snapped
executed.
in to score. That's a 4-1 lead for Gaucheri.
Really beautifully executed by Gaucheri.
Forehand into the corner. Rebote left side. That's a 2-all. Oh, Gaucheri tracks it down. He returns a carom. Oh, it's out. Big break. That's a second point for Zulaika. He serves.
Gaucheri's been spot on with these shots.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, Zulaika didn't move out towards that one, and Gaucheri kicking himself with that missed throw. He had a lot of space.
Yep.
Didn't really need a flirt with the boundary line either. Tough grab by Gaucheri, back beyond a 13. Here's Zulaika. Inside placement, Gaucheri. What a scoop at the 9 line. Backhand, hits high off the back wall. Played on the forehand rebote of Zulaika. Gaucheri, inside placement close to the sidewall. It will score. That's 5 points and a possible set point for Gaucheri of the Renegades.
Gaucheri put it back right against the sidewall. Beautifully played.
Oh, that serve just over. Second serve coming up. Well, that looked like that was close there to that 7 line, Stu. Any contact, touch or pass the 7 line, that is an over serve. Rebote left side, laid up right at the feet of Zulaika, backing up. That is tipped. Point and set. Gaucheri closes it out 6-2. We have a third set in just 2 minutes.
So, as went the first match of the game day, so goes the second match. We will have a third set of singles to decide things. Gaucheri coming back. There in that second set, Zulaika will have the serve to start things off in our third and final set. You're watching Battle Court live from Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are in the DraftKings Players Cage. Gaucheri came off the court this time. Last time he stayed out on the court in between sets. Ben, as always, whatever he can do to help out, whatever he can do to help his teammates, he will. Here's some replays here from that second set. Rebote saved there by Zulaika. Gaucheri's on it. Winding up. Once he's winding up like that, even though Zulaika was out there, still scored. Look at this scoop.
Wow.
Beautifully executed by Gaucheri.
And not the only one he made in that set. What catching by number 20.
Rebote straight to the inside. Beautifully done. With the number of other players, they just clip. They just clip a little bit on that side wall. That one just thrown perfectly.
You see Arta talking with Zulaika there. Arta, I believe he's coming out next, taking on Ben in the 4th Division singles. Three singles and 3 doubles today. That means a 7.5 point day. Can't have a tie today. One of these two teams going to win. In our second match, Arats defeated Iturbide, took 3 sets. In our opening match of the day, Match number 2 right here. We'll find out in just a few moments who will take this one. Zulaika has the serve. Third set, ready to begin. There's a serve by Zulaika. We begin our third set. The first fault, that's an overserve. Second serve coming up. It's a hard serve. Goes Sherry, waits on it, back beyond a 13. Drops the backhand inside. Zulaika on the rebote. It's a 2-wall. It's out. First point goes to Go Sherry.
Credit to Zulaika. He's going to shoot it when he has it. And that one just careening off of the sidewall, out of play.
Zulaika, backhand. Oh, Go Sherry's got a play on it. Oh, bullet stopped in the air by Zulaika. Bote coming out to the 8-liner. Bote clips. High scoop made by Zulaika. He powers the forehand. What a stop
catch.
with one hand. Go Sherry comes away. Zulaika lost it on the throw. Sensational defense by Go Sherry. He gets a second point.
Beautiful scoop here by Zulaika. Heart of the inside. Look at this catch by Go Sherry.
Wow.
Just spot on, beautiful. But he's not going to have much on the throw.
Got to plant and get it off in time. And, well, what a...
And Zulaika knows it. Zulaika knows he's got all that court to work with.
Oh, and oh,
Just dropped it on the backswing. Unfortunate.
Rebote left side. Ooh, 2-wall. Well, Magic City bounce off the side wall, kicks it wide. That's a point for Zulaika. He's on the board in this third set.
So the ball is coming off of the back wall in the rebote. You're basically, since you're not stopping it on the catch, you're using the momentum it has coming off of the back wall. Also any angle or spin. That's going to affect how you throw it. Sometimes you're able to throw a shot off of it. Sometimes like that, momentum's just not on your side.
Hard serve up the middle. Goes Sherry on the left side. Oh, that backhand really open. Zulaika going to track it down. The 2-wall return. Picked off by Go Sherry. Go Sherry rifles it inside to score. 3-1, Go Sherry leads.
One thing with Go Sherry, it's not just the catching, it's not just the shots, it's the court coverage and the court positioning. His ability to focus on the ball and get himself to the ball to make the catch is pretty much well unparalleled in battle court. Decidedly good shot by Zulaika. But Go Sherry gets there, and he just blasts this back and makes sure there's no rebote that's going to be played.
Good hard serve. Stopped by Zulaika before it crossed the side wall. Rebote forehand. Coming up the middle, Zulaika from the costado. Inside placement that's got a big bounce. Go Sherry with time. Saves the rebote. Zulaika in the middle of the court. Low and hard on the return. He's got another one. Forehand laid up on the rebote. Goes Sherry, steps back from the outside. He's got it on the costado. The 2-wall opens. It's stopped by Zulaika. Zulaika powers it inside. Look at this rebote. It's dug out. Oh, it was 2 bounces. 2 bounces ruled. That is a point for Zulaika.
There was a brief appeal from the floor. Not appealable.
Not many successful appeals here. Only the reviewable ones. Yeah, of course.
Great play by Zulaika. He gets there.
Rifles it. We'll see here. Kite's just not going to want to see the replay, but nothing that can be done about that. That's up in the overhead screen. Out of play. 4 points now for Go Sherry. Low hard serve. Oh, what a stop there by Zulaika, the backhand. Right in the corner. Not a lot of space to turn that rebote. Sent up in the overhead screen and out of play. 3 points.
Again, that's that momentum when it's coming off the back wall. That's what you have to work with when you're throwing a rebote. You can use it to your favor if your footings. It really comes down to a question of footing and positioning. But Gaucheri was locked up against the wall there. Difficult to make any type of play off of that.
Well, good stop. Gaucheri backed up to the wall. It just does clear. Wow. Rebote missed. Riding the side wall the entire length of the court. That brings Gaucheri to 5 points. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
Players sometimes getting distracted by what they think they see when you really need to focus on the ball straight through the whistle.
Sidearm play from the forehand. Rebote left side. Gaucheri makes a save. That's right on the wall.
Beautiful.
That's a tremendous scoop by Zulaika. Gaucheri waits on it. 2-wall. That's above the pad. Zulaika able to track it down. His forehand low and hard. And he's got it again on the left side. Here's the backhand. Out to the rebote. Played inside. Gaucheri attacks. Well, bullet into the corner. That comes shooting out. Zulaika. Good save. Gaucheri on the 2-wall. That's going to end it. Point, set, and match. Gaucheri closes it out in 3 sets, winning the final 2, 6-2, 6-3. Renegades winning the first 2 singles matches of the day. The brothers, Arats first and then Gaucheri right after, earning those first 2 points of the day for the Renegades. Coming up next, we'll keep it in singles. Moving over to Division 4, Arta against Ben, just 2 minutes away. Game day score here. 2 points for the Renegades. They continue their dominance in singles, not just this year, but the last couple seasons too. I see here 14 singles matches played this year for the Renegades, 11-3 overall. 1 loss for Arats, 1 loss for Ben, 1 for Correa. Gaucheri now at 4-0. Goanaga undefeated. It's a tough team, Stu. Only team with multiple championships in Battle Court. Gaucheri's been a part of all those teams, as has Arats. And we will be hearing from Gaucheri here in just a few moments, winner of that top division singles match. Yeah, tough for Zulaika. The last 2 singles matches he's played, Stu, on Friday night against Douglas, he won the first set, lost the next 2, and here against Gaucheri, same thing. Just tough day in, day out in this top division. But Gaucheri wins his 4th in a row. Let's hear from the captain of the Renegades. Here is Gaucheri.
All right, Gaucheri, congratulations on winning that match. 4 wins in a row to begin your single season. What was the game plan tonight to help secure the win for your side?
As I always say, play hard, as I know, throw good kill shots and win the game.
Well, Gaucheri, again, congratulations for winning that match. Let's see what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you.
4th division of singles coming up next. Ben and Arta, Stu, former teammates, going at it here in singles. This should be a fun matchup. Ben's played most of his career in Division 5. This year he moved up a rank to Division 4. Arta's got a bunch of shots. Make life difficult for Ben. Match number 3, Arta will serve. Ben overall 1-1 so far this single season. Defeated Kubala. Arta 0-2, surprisingly.
Arta serves, we begin. Here's the backhand by Arta to the inside. Rebote, forehand by Ben. There's a backhand by Arta. Ben, backhand from the 10 line. Big backhand by Arta. Rebote coming out to the 8 line. Ben makes a save at the side wall. Nicely played. Here's a backhand. Rebote saved by Ben again at the side wall. Here's Arta winding up. Inside placement. Scores. First point of this match goes to Arta of the Chargers. He serves.
Just a well thought out first point there for Arta. I mean, not doing anything crazy there, just passing consistently. Finally got the opportunity where Ben laid it up to the middle of the court, and he shot the costado inside to score. Just textbook.
Catch one more than your opponent.
And take the shot when it presents itself.
Good hard serve by Arta. Here's Ben from the 10 line on the backhand. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, high to the front wall. Ben is there. From the 7 line, throws the carom. Arta reads it, stops it, returns it hard. Ben looking for the rebote. Good effort. Point for Arta and the Chargers. He leads 2-0.
Yeah, Ben doesn't want to get into a catching battle here with Arta. I mean, Arta, a little more experience here in Jai-Alai, also some more experience in terms of the shots. He's played some of his career up in the front court.
Good effort at that carom.
But if I'm Ben,
By Ben.
The last time we saw Ben in singles, he was throwing the 2-wall very well. The biggest weakness for Arta in singles is his 2-wall defense. Doesn't move too well to the outside to track those down.
Excellent serve by Arta. Will score crossing the side wall right there about the 10 line. 3 points for Arta. He serves.
So, yeah, for Ben to, I mean, trying to pass Arta, he's got a pretty solid rebote. He can throw shots off the rebote, too. He's just got to get it on the costado, wind it up, and move his opponent around.
Here's the forehand by Ben. Here's the backhand. Drop shot by Arta. Scores on the second bounce. 4 points for Arta and the Chargers. Arta has the serve.
And showing all the shots.
Well, Ben's got the foot speed to get that.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben's a dangerous guy to throw the drop shot against because he's got tremendous foot speed.
And it's tough to get a head start and cheat on these drop shots when Arta's been blasting that forehand and throws the shots as well as he does. I mean, you have to respect that most of these shots are going to come back towards the outside with good power, and see just missing it before the second bounce.
Excellent serve by Arta. Will cross the sidewall and score. 5 points for Arta. Possible set point.
That serve has been affected too. A little bit of a sidearm serve kicking sharply off the side wall.
Arta playing with a high degree of confidence here.
A little more spin on it, and that's tripping Ben up here in the back.
Excellent catch by Ben. Here's the backhand. Arta on the catch. Arta with the 2-all. That scores. Point and set for Arta. Winning the first set 6-0. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next match.
Just about as well as you can play. Sorry, Stu?
I had to correct myself. I said match, not set. Set. We're going to play our next set. You were saying?
We see Arta there.
Yes.
He's got to be pleased with that first set.
Yeah, 6-0.
Looking for some water from one of his teammates. There you go. Look at this. Inside placement starts it off. And, you know, coming into this, Ben understands the shots that Arta has and the variety of shots, too. So he's shading the 2-all early. Perfectly done. Drops the first one inside. Now Ben going for a 2-all attempt. Arta tracks it down and just blasts it right back to him. A good effort by Ben going down to the floor to try to make the save. Just a low percentage one. Now Arta on the forehand, Ben, he's backing up. Again, I mean, it was very subtle, but that first step was back. And
once Arta doing a good job of mixing the shots up. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to keep them guessing what you're going to do.
And then here from the outside, you know what? We haven't seen a 2-all yet. That one scores. Inside placement, a drop shot, a 2-all, forehand to the inside, and I think 2 aces, Stu. I think that's a pretty good start here for Arta. 6-0. He takes the first set.
This is becoming a thing. Ben usually
it's good to see because Ben, Ben's usually the one doing the
exactly. And Correa,
the massage gunning
stays loose. Arta, we know would like to finish this off in straight sets.
Yeah, Arta's first 2 singles matches this season against Julian and Ikeda, 2 guys that are experienced in this 4th group. He's got Ben here, and then he plays Kubala as well. Some tough competition so far for Arta in these singles matches, but putting it together on this Tuesday. Second set, ready to go.
Ben serves. Second set has begun. Here's a backhand by Arta to the inside. Robote. Forehand by Ben. Big bounce. Stop mid-court by Arta. Here's the backhand. Ben's there. Arta takes it in the air at the 10 line. Backhand. Passing. Out to the Robote. Ben makes the save. Ben powerfully from the Costalo. That's a beautiful catch by Arta. Arta's 2-all will score. Arta first up on the board in the second set. He has a serve for the Chargers.
He's just throwing it well back-to-back with the Costado 2-alls, opening up wider than the next.
I'll tell you, Ben's becoming more and more confident with his own Costado. He threw that hard. Now, it should have been more inside. We've seen him work on it with both the 2-all and inside placement. That one was good 5-6 feet from the sidewall, not where you want it. Powerful backhand by Ben. Robote by Arta, kept to the inside. Ben, high catch, big backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Arta's there. Ben makes a save on the Robote. Robote left side by Ben. Here's Arta on the catch. Fakes the 2-all. Gives Ben a play on it mid-court. Ben hard to the inside, and that will score. Perfectly placed by Ben along the side wall. Ben has a point and the serve. No shutout here.
Made the adjustment just like you were talking about, Stu.
Yeah,
if you wind it up, keep it close to the side wall.
If you're going to throw inside, make it inside. Put it on that wall or as close to the side wall as possible. That's well done.
Again, close enough, but also putting that ball on the floor. Going to see a couple more misses for Arta compared to when he's taking that ball in the air.
There's a backhand by Arta. 2-all, falls short. 2 points for Arta. He has the serve. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
And the Robote is really the biggest differentiator between these two. I mean, Arta can do a little something off the Robote, and Ben is just kind of slapping it up, trying to extend the rally, and he's just feeding these shot attempts for Arta up in the front court.
In and out of the cesta the ball goes. That is a point for Arta. 3 points. He has the serve. Low hard serve by Arta. Caught by Ben. Here's the backhand. Robote left side to the inside. Ben's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Robote left side. High to the front wall. Arta makes the catch. 2-all by Arta. This one is out.
They're calling it out. Arta's looking. You know, he wants to take another look at it. You see that motion. We are in a review. That ball has it. Or, look.
We're going to challenge it. Then he
decided against it.
No. All right.
Look, I mean, I think that maybe Arta's thinking, 1-6-0. He feels like he has this match under control. He doesn't want to waste a challenge that perhaps the Chargers could use later in the day. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of because, I don't know.
With 3 matches coming up,
you
don't want to use it here.
Looked good, but didn't get another look at it.
Here's Ben on the backhand, powerfully thrown. It's
right
on the wall.
Yeah.
Excellent save by Arta. Here's Ben with a floater at the 7 line.
Oh, right to him.
Excellent catch by Arta, but he cannot hold on. 3-3. Ben has the serve for the Renegades.
You know, and you just don't want to give your opponent anything, any momentum, any energy. I mean, a second life. And if you think that the ball is in, take the review. You don't lose it if you know that it's good. But, I mean, now, it could have been what? Could have been 4-1, and now you're seeing 3-3 all of a sudden. So,
and Archer doesn't need to be focusing on what happened a few moments ago.
Yeah,
he's
just
focusing on that ball right there.
Opportunities away, just got to play now.
Big backhand by Arta. Here's Robote. Missed by Ben. 4 points for Arta and the Chargers. Arta with 4 points and the serve. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between 4 and 7 line. Arta on the catch. Big backhand. Robote coming way out to the 5 line. Good catch by Arta. Arta plays another one. Deep. That ball's in the overhead screen. 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Arta of the Chargers. He serves.
Just haven't been a ton of opportunities for Ben to throw that 2-all that he's been developing nicely. Arta doing a good job of really controlling the pace of this match, passing consistently, and when you do that against Ben, there's just really not much offense to worry about coming on those return throws.
Hard backhand by Ben. Robote left side. Ben's got it. Winds up. Coasty inside. Little clip off the sidewall. Gives Arta a play on the ball. Big backhand. Robote coming out. Ben to the inside. Scoop missed. 4 points for Ben. Arta still with possible set and possible match point.
Put it right at the feet of Arta, forcing that tough scoop, kicking up high. Ben with a chance here. Down just a point. Anything can happen at 5-5.
There's a backhand by Arta. Robote coming out. Robote in the overhead screen. Point, set, and match for Arta. Taking it in straight sets for the Chargers. 6-0, 6-4.
And the first point for the Chargers on this game day, courtesy of Arta. First win in singles this year. Coming up next, 3 doubles matches to close out the day. 6 division doubles first. El Barba and Gallo take on Correa and Flores. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Game day score, just 1 point separating these two teams for our first 3 matches. Renegades with 2, Chargers with that 1 point courtesy of Arta just a few moments ago. We're going to hear from Arta, utilizing some of those shots to earn that singles victory and a point for the Chargers. Here is Arta.
All right, Arta, congratulations on winning that match. You and Ben were teammates just last season. What insights did you gain from playing and practicing close to those another that helped you earn the victory?
Thank you. Yeah, actually, I never played against Ben, neither single or doubles, so it was my first time. And practicing with him during these years, I knew that he has a very strong left hand and a very strong costado too, to the inside and 2-wall. So pretty much I was trying to not let him do that. So that was pretty much it.
Flores, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens in today's game.
Thank you. Go Chargers.
Up next, always fun, Stu, in the 6th division of doubles.
Oh, this ought to be a blast.
El Barba and Gallo take on Correa and Flores. El Barba and Gallo 2-3 to begin this regular season. Correa and Flores, what a start for that team, Stu. 2-1 through their first 3 matches. Led by Correa up there in the front court, who's been playing maybe some of the best in his career.
No question. Second half of 2024 has been Correa's best season so far.
Well, had a great run in the championship with the Warriors last year. Now goes to the Renegades in the 5th division. So far, so good. Chargers have the serve. El Barba and Gallo ready to go. I mentioned Correa too, but Flores also in the backcourt has been in just a great stretch of play. 6 wins in 7 doubles matches played so far to begin this season. He's off to a great start. There's a serve by El Barba. We begin with an ace. First point goes to the Chargers.
El Barba's been working on that serve, make it too low for the front quarter to catch, cross the service box, and set up a difficult, if not impossible, catch for the back quarter. Work firm there.
That serve picked off by Flores. Here's El Barba along the inside, the backhand. Kicking up. Correa back at the 11.5. Forehand to the inside, pulled in by Gallo. Ball missed by El Barba. That's a point for Correa and Flores. They serve.
Yes, and Correa playing a bit deep, we'll say. We'll just call it a bit deep. When you got your eyes on the ball and your back quarter's not calling you off, you're going to follow it, make the catch.
2 front quarters in this one, top 2 in terms of aces. And that's another one there for Correa. 2 points now for the Renegades. Coming into this match, El Barba with 12 and Correa with 10. The only 2 players with double-digit aces. El Barba's got one already, and Correa added another one. Gallo takes the serve on the right side. Forehand, crossing the side wall. Neither player there. That's going to score.
Don't know if Correa was interested in asking about interference, but no. That's a little too much traffic there in the backcourt.
That's a good serve. Picked up off the floor practically there by Flores. And it's tipped along the inside. Quick point for the Renegades. They lead 3-2.
No, Flores made a good catch and put it back on the side wall. It stayed on the side wall the whole way. Very well done.
Well-placed serve. That's an ace. 4 points for the Renegades.
Correa bringing that one over the top and crossing the side wall perfectly there behind the 11 line. Very well done.
Gallo backs up, takes a serve on the right side. Forehand. Picked off by Correa. He winds it up. High and hard. Back to the right side of Gallo. Correa at the 10 line. Sidearm play. 3 walls. Rebote's coming out. El Barba. Rebote's save. It's a 2-wall. Correa lines it up on the outside. The forehand blasted inside. Picked up by Gallo. Here's Correa. Backhand. Stopped by El Barba at the 9 line. This one kicking up and out. Correa looking for the rebote on the right side. Puts it back to the inside. There's Gallo. Flores higher and harder. Gallo backs up to the 11 line. This one in the corner. On the wall. Rebote laid up by Correa. Out of the reach of El Barba. Here's Gallo from the backcourt. Charging. Puts it on the wall. Flores out of the way. Correa. Forehand rebote. El Barba couldn't get there in the air. Lets it pass to the backcourt. Soft touch on the right side. That'll score for Gallo. The drop shot.
Don't know that I've seen Gallo throw a drop shot from the backcourt. Again, he's been making the adjustments to the court since we began playing fall battle court. Hasn't felt so comfortable. Haven't seen him throw many shots.
And really, against this Renegades team, the only space that has been open is up in front of the 4 line, up to the front wall, and any 2-wall shot to the outside. Correa's been very aggressive. His defense has been spot on, but they're leaving just a few holes. Good on Gallo to find it right there for a 3rd point. Flores backhand. Caught in the air by Gallo. Gallo quick release back to the inside. Here's Flores. That one clears the overhead screen. Gallo from the right side. Forehand stopped by Correa. Correa delivers it to the inside. Gallo picks it up. Forehand back over the top. That's dropping, and it's scoring. 4-4 is the score. Chargers serve.
Yeah, the problem there, Correa was moving towards the ball aggressively as though he was going to catch it, stepped right in front of Flores, and then he bailed, and Flores didn't have a play from the front or off the rebote. So Flores is going to let Correa play deep, but
they got to talk.
Yeah, I got to talk to him.
Flores takes in the serve again, backhand, cutting close to the sidewall. Gallo pulls it in, backhand. That one's out of reach. Here's Correa, right side, drops it to the inside. Gallo backs up, stops it at the 12. Flores from the 11 line, backhand. El Barba just out of the way. Well, screened his own player. Gallo comes out over the top. Drops between them again. Correa makes a save. It's just in. El Barba picks it up, takes a look, whips it to the inside. That's a 3-wall play. Correa lines it up, and he makes the save. El Barba waits on the floater. Costado. Drop shot dropped above the pad. 5 points for the Chargers. They have a possible set point.
Look,
boy, that was
now just say
risky.
Just say it the way it needs to be said, which is that Barba likes to finish points with authority. He just does. He loves to kill the shot. And occasionally it bites him in the butt. In that case, didn't.
Boy, this was
drop shot, well thrown.
Perfect. Just perfect. What a shot by El Barba. Couple struggles early on, a few missed balls in the beginning part of this set, but settling in nicely. 5-4 lead for the Chargers. Flores from the left side, low runner. Oh, ball missed up in the front. The Renegades have come back to tie it up at 5-5. This is set point.
What?
El Barba has the serve, whips it to the inside. Flores scoops it up. Gallo back there at the 12, high and hard. Correa waits on the rebote, backpedals to the 7, puts it up the middle. Here's El Barba, Costado, inside placement again. Oh, caught in the air by Correa, good read. Back on the inside, here's Gallo. Gallo with the low runner. That's missed by Correa. Point and set. The Chargers win it 6-5. 2 minutes, we'll come back and play set number 2.
Trying to catch that ball when your feet are up off the ground, always difficult. Correa moving towards the back. That catch is well within Flores' catching ability. Again, I don't know that it's in Flores' nature to call him off, but just call him off and move up and catch it.
I mean, Flores has been doing great there in the back and just playing his role.
I think Gaucheria is miming. He's doing a good job of miming what he's seeing, which is stop ducking out of the way.
I mean, the last thing you want to have happen is that ball drop between both players, and we saw that at least once and a couple other close calls there, too. But how about Gallo's, too? I mean, really has rebounded after a slow start. I mean, he's bottom 3 on the roster in terms of just catch rate, just shy of 88%. You compare it to some of the top players on this roster, right around 98%. So starting to figure it out. He had to work through a new basket. That's going to cause a couple of misses, and he's starting to figure out this court a little bit too. So
those backhands
things on the up and up for that Chargers team.
The backhands look pretty well.
Yeah, just not escaping the way that we saw them before, whether high or low. I mean, a lot more control in that basket. Look at this throw, too.
Big right side, yeah.
Big bounce. And look at that, Correa.
Yeah, that's
he can.
Keep that ball in play. El Barba, great focus. Scopes out. See, this one I thought was overthrown. He did feed Correa the rebote.
Sure.
Because Correa is more than capable of making that save.
But killed it right here. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So good by El Barba.
Very well done. You have another one. El Barba sends this to the inside. And the scores. Ready to begin our second set. Reminder, the scoring here in Battle Court, same for doubles as it is for singles. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets will win the match.
Correa, one of the most sure-handed on this roster on the right side, that is, Stu. Catching up over 96% on the right. That's the side he missed that final throw. There's the serve. Set 2 is underway. With a missed ball. That's an ace for Correa to start off our second set.
Just in and out of the cesta of Gallo.
Ooh, ball missed off the serve. Another ace for Correa. That's 2 quick points.
Correa's got one of the best serves on the roster. Showing up here.
Gallo has the serve. Forehand over the top. Oh, it's tipped. A bit of a screen there. That's a point for the Chargers. Yeah. It looked like he was screened by his own player or some of the Chargers there, too. It wants to be aggressive, but you got to let your backcourt at least see the ball into that basket. Didn't have a good look till the end. Oh, Correa, though, he's got the serve. The forehand, that kicks out of play.
He threw that ball hard. I mean, hard. Real hard. I mean, so hard that it kicked off of the side wall and landed on top of the cage.
Yeah, you don't see many land on top of that cage.
No, the 3-wall play will, I mean, you have to, that was
you got to give
hard.
it, you got to give it necessary power. Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for El Barba. That is an overserve, a double fault for El Barba. That's going to give Correa and Flores a 3rd point. Just a 3rd double fault this year for El Barba. So that's an overserve for Correa. First fault, second serve coming up.
Tremendous power. Ball went right over.
That second serve is good. Gallo takes it off the floor. Forehand to the inside. Picked off by Flores. Flores low runner. There's El Barba. Backhand to the inside. Flores makes the catch. Just above the pad. El Barba's got to get in there, and it's missed. 4-2 in favor of the Renegade.
Yeah, Barba didn't look comfortable going after the ball. Stepped back in. Decided to make the catch, but couldn't stop it in a cesta.
Yeah, never looked comfortable. Never looked committed to that play. Gallo backs up, takes a serve on the right side, forehand back over the top. Oh, what a catch by Correa. Comes out on the right side, here's Gallo. Sidearm play, Correa takes it in on the left side. There's the backhand. Caught by Gallo. Gallo looking for the low runner. Correa, it's back in there to make the catch at the 11. Gallo on the inside, low runner. Scoop by Correa. Correa high and hard. Looking to pass. Gallo gets in there, takes it off the side wall. Flores on the bounce. There's the backhand. Picked off by El Barba. El Barba to the inside. There's Flores. Flores now on the right side. Looking to cross the sidewall. Gallo backs up. Stops at the 13. Comes out over the top again. Looking to bounce up over Correa. Makes a leaping grab. Low and hard. Back to the inside. Here's Gallo. Right up the middle. Stopped by Correa. Correa blasts the forehand. 3-wall play. Gallo gets out there to make the rebote save. Flores waits on the floater. Backhand from the 11 to the inside. Gallo stays there to turn the rebote right over El Barba. Gallo pulls in another. The backhand 2-wall. Stopped by Correa. Correa low and hard to the inside. What a catch by Gallo. Correa just beyond the 9. Lifts the backhand up. Gallo stops another one. Slows it down now, lobs this one up a little bit higher, gets it into the backcourt. Here's Flores on the left side, back to Gallo. Catch right off the sidewall, backhand, comes out high and passing. Oh, it died off the back wall. Barba makes a good save, but it kicked up in the overhead screen. 5 points for the Renegades. Correa and Flores have a possible set point.
Barba did a good job of trying to keep that ball in play. Just sent it too high, kicked up off the front wall, hit the overhead screen. Good play both by Flores and Gallo here in the backcourt.
Oh, Barba got hit with the serve. Point and set. Correa and Flores win it 6-2. 2 minutes. We'll play a third set to decide this match.
That serve was coming in hard. We have a split set situation. So the first set won by the Chargers, 6-5. Second set won 6-2. Here we see that serve again, blasted. Barba, just getting assessed in the way so he doesn't take one in the face. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here to prepare for sets and matches. You see Correa sitting there on the bench, surrounded by Gaucheri, Ben, Goenaga. Ben, of course, always helping his teammates out. Correa uses that right side a ton and has had experience with tightness in that bicep. There you see Flores. Flores basically being left alone by his teammates back there.
It's deep in thought,
And over there on the Chargers side, see Barba seems to not be too shaken after that ball came right up on him. Establishing communication between he and Gallo. It's been kind of funny. And yes, those are hand warmers. So the air conditioning is working very well here within the Magic City Fronton. Very well.
Oh, it's pumping.
Barba, one of the most colorful characters we have in all Battle Court. I imagine we're going to see that header again.
Yeah,
that near header. Just get the.
Oy.
No, we've told them since those who started with us in 2018, get the cesta up. Don't get hit with the ball. Knock it away if you have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a third set to decide this match. Barba and Gallo serve to Correa and Flores. There's a serve by Barba, and we're going to start off with an ace. Got the second bounce. First point to the Chargers.
Call it what it is. That is a cortada serve. Thrown low and hard just above the pad, cuts to the side wall, and then comes off the side wall with very little bounce. Not much for Flores to work with there. Very well done by Barba.
Flores steps in there on the right side, comes out over the top. It's a big bounce. Gallo settles at the 13. Comes away with it on the right side. Forehand. Stopped by Correa. Correa's backhand lobbed up. Gallo keeps it on the left side. Hard backhand. There's Flores. Flores again from the left side. The backhand lobbed up. Little kick off the side wall.
Tipped.
And it's missed by Gallo. Renegades tie it up 1-1.
Good catching in the backcourt here by Flores. After missing that serve. Gallo as well. Gallo generating some power on the left side.
I mean, how about Flores this year, Stu? Coming into this match, catching over 95% of balls on the left side. And that dropped significantly, just 73% on the right side, but a majority of these balls played to the left here in doubles, playing to his strengths. Forehand, delivered inside. Here's the rebote. Laid up by Correa, high off the front. Well, El Barba looking for it. He's got it. Forehand blasted. It's elevated. Correa's got a play on it, and he just makes the save. Gallo converging in. Contact by the players. He gets it off in time. Here's Flores. Oh, lob that one up. El Barba looking for the rebote, and he makes the save. Chargers recover. Here's Flores on the left side. Low bullet. Neither player there.
Wow.
And that scores. That's a smart shot by Flores to retake the lead, 2-1.
Great eye by Flores. Neither one of the Chargers going in to make that catch. They're out of position. Apart from that, communication between Barba and Gallo was spot on. See, Barba threw it hard, but he also fed the rebote.
That's a hard serve right on the wall, and ace brings it to 3-1.
Excellent serve by Correa, crossing the sidewall just perfectly.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Gallo gets to that serve on the outside, high and hard. Oh, Correa steps in there to make the catch. Good concentration by Gallo. That ball kicked up. Here's Correa back at the 10 line. El Barba looking forward. He has it. The backhand played to the inside. Stopped by Flores. Good catch off the sidewall. Here's El Barba again. The backhand kicking up. And that caught the rail just above the front wall. That is out of play. That's 4 points now for the Renegades.
Yeah, hard to see when that ball's going high and flirting with the overhead screen. There's some structures there just above the wall that it cannot touch.
Ball tipped by Flores. Coming cross court. It's a second point for El Barba and Gallo. Yeah.
We said this was going to be a fun one. Flores gets fired up.
Yeah. Just imploring upon his front quarter to talk, you know. There's been a couple now. I mean, 3, 4, 5 balls that nobody's put a name on it.
El Barba very much maintaining his composure.
Flores handles a serve. Low runner inside, scooped up by Gallo. Backhand, high and hard, right in the corner. Correa just does lay it up. Ooh, that's cutting back inside. It's floating on the wall. Good stop by Gallo. The backhand. Saved by Correa. And it scores. Ball missed up on the front court. 5 points for the Renegades. Correa and Flores have a possible set, possible match point.
Yeah, El Barba just not able to stop that ball in his cesta. Difficult catch.
Gallo gets in there on the right side, over the top, at the feet of Correa. He makes a play. Hard throw right back to him. There's Gallo at the 11, backhand. Here's the rebote. Rebote forehand played along the sidewall, picked up by Gallo. The backhand's lobbed up. Here's Flores now from the left side. Flores now just beyond the 11, drops it inside. El Barba comes into the backcourt to make the play. From the 12 line, this one lobbed to El Barba. Now on the Costado. Inside placement up the middle. Oh, Flores makes a catch on the right side. Low and hard. El Barba dropped it. Point, set, and match. Correa and Flores take it in 3 sets, winning the final two, 6-2, 6-2. And the Renegades now 3.5 points on the game day. And this is a 7.5 point day, so still 2 doubles matches remain. The Chargers are going to need both to win the game day. Renegades need just one of the next 2. We're going to see the second division doubles, Iturbide and Benny against Gaucheri and Ben. Look at that game day scoreboard now. The Renegades eclipsing the 40-point mark. 12-point lead over the Warriors in second place. A chance for the Chargers to take that second place spot over. One doubles win of these next two would put them in a tie with the Warriors. If the Chargers win both, they would jump ahead and overtake second place. Another great performance by Correa and Flores. That team is working out to begin this Fall 24 season. They lost their opening match, but they've won 3 in a row. Flores, some improved catching there in the backcourt. Correa's been dominant up in the front. Let's hear from our winning team in the 6th division. Here they are, Correa and Flores.
All right, Correa, Flores, congratulations on winning that match. 3 wins in a row since that opening night loss. What has worked so well in this team to help earn these crucial points?
Just communication, staying in the game, being able to stay patient, and just let the game come to us instead of us just shooting.
All I have to say is all day, some days.
Once again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game.
Thank you. Go Renegades.
All right, we're gonna skip past that, folks, and we're gonna move on here to the 2nd division of singles. These Flores interviews are turning into something fun still. You love that. Iturbide and Benny take on Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri and Ben lost on opening night. Since then, they've won 3 matches in a row, and we haven't really seen a whole lot of Iturbide and Benny. They've played just 1 match. They lost against Douglas and Manny. Their other match was forfeited. So just 1-1 overall for this team. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Iturbide and Benny down the stretch, and given how it looks on paper, Stu, could be a good thing for the Chargers.
We're ready to begin our next match. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers. There's the serve. We begin. Here's a backhand by Ben. Iturbide's there. Backhand by Iturbide. Powerfully thrown. Gaucheri's there. Backhand to the inside. Here's Benny. Backhand from the 10 line. Gaucheri on the catch. Benny plays it deep. Ben's there at the 12 line. Backhand to the inside. Gaucheri, beautiful catch off the side wall. Benny's there. Backhand by Benny to the inside. Gaucheri reaches up. Backhand. Iturbide now powerfully from the left side. Ben makes the catch at the 12 line. Big backhand from the back court. Gaucheri looking for the rebote at the 10 line. Makes the play. Here's Benny. Benny on the backhand to the inside. Cortada, beautifully thrown by Gaucheri and stopped well by Iturbide. Gaucheri, backhand from the 10 line. Beautiful catch by Benny. Benny from deep in the backcourt. Ben makes the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. First point of this match goes to Iturbide and Benny of the Chargers. Iturbide has to serve.
Well, I think that's the type of play you're going to see from this Chargers team. I mean, no reason to try to throw anything that's going to get the ball to Gaucheri on his forehand on the outside. Good consistent play by Benny. Second on the roster in catch rate, just north of 97%. Iturbide up in the top 12 as well. And then Ben, lowest of these four, down at 95%. That's going to show here in these long rallies.
Powerful backhand by Ben. Good catch by Benny deep in the backcourt. Here's Gaucheri dropping in at the 10 line. Benny, backhand from the 11. Ben will play this one on the forehand from the 12. Big right side by Ben. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand. This one caught by Iturbide. Iturbide goes with the costado to the inside. Ben for the rebote. Beautifully played. Here's Iturbide again. Backhand. Rebote for Gaucheri. Benny will save the rebote on the forehand. Gaucheri has it midcourt. Winds up. Powerfully to the inside. What a scoop by Benny. Catch by Gaucheri. Dos Paredes. The 2-all stopped.
Oh,
that one goes off the frame of Gaucheri's cesta. Would have been a tough catch. Beautiful throw by Iturbide. 2 points for Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide serves.
Well, I just threw it right back to him, Stu. I mean, he had to be standing in the perfect spot to even have a play on it. And
I mean, we've seen Gaucheri make great, just crazy catches today, especially scooping. But that one, a little bit different. Yeah. Coming from his right. Certainly has the ability to catch it, but just beautifully thrown by Iturbide. Philo.
Wow. Well, that's quick.
Nope. That was ruled to have touched the pad. Point for Iturbide. They were pointing at the pad the entire time. 3 points for Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide has the serve. Yeah, there was no question. The front court judge was rolling his cesta from side to side from the time that ball came close to the pad.
That was a call.
Just catch by Ben. Backhand. Rebote forehand. Catch by Iturbide. Ben goes hard to the inside. Rebote coming out. Philo into the pad. 4 points for Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide serves.
Yeah. That seemed like a frustrated throw. Just whipped it as hard as he could and was close to the tee in Fronton and then voicing his displeasure with the sidewall.
Personally, I think the sidewall can take it. It's a pretty tough sidewall.
Yeah, Nicholas has given it, given it some love over the years. Tough love.
Here's backhand by Ben. Rebote. Rebote forehand, low and hard. Scoop by Gaucheri. Costalo 2-all blasted. Stopped and held on to, but no play for Iturbide. Gaucheri and Ben get on the board with a point. Gaucheri has a serve.
I mean, and that's really how the Renegades have had success with this Gaucheri and Ben team. I mean, Ben giving good support in the backcourt and Gaucheri killing points up in the front. Fourth on the roster in total 2-all kills with 11 coming into this game day. So you know he's going to be aggressive. We saw it in the first match in singles. Wow.
Ace. 2 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves. Well, if he can throw it harder, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah. Yeah, he kicked it into another gear there.
You have to be able to see the ball in order to catch it when it's coming that fast.
I mean, the feel that he threw into the pad, he threw that about as hard as we've ever seen him throw. And since then, he's, coming right back to it. Oh, man, that's on the floor.
Excellent serve by Gaucheri. Scores again. That is 3 quick points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves. Be curious to see if Iturbide will go for a scoop in the service box if he continues this. that would, because if you're backcourt, you know.
Yeah.
Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Benny would have been happy to let that play continue. Got the serve. These are coming in so hard and so low. I mean, that's really the key.
Catching the ball beneath your waist is difficult to begin with. That's why, you know, it's advised not to scoop.
Yeah,
but
and to control it there, too. That's tough, but he's not taking much off that second serve, though.
There's a backhand by Benny. Gaucheri from the 9 line. Backhand. Backhand by Benny to the inside. Ben's there. Ben on the backhand from the 11 line. Iturbide steps in. Backhand from the 9. Wall to wall. Robote is out. Forehand Robote fired low and hard right to the sweet spot of Iturbide. He puts it on that wall, and Ben is there. Iturbide turns to save the Robote. Light touch. Gaucheri moves in. Filo to the outside, scores. 4-4 is the score. Gaucheri has the serve.
And just like that, tied up at 4-4. It is so quick. I mean, he's lined up, parallel to the front wall here and then just snaps it across his body. I mean, how do you react to that in time? He can throw the 2-wall. He can throw the drop shot. So many options. So much power, too.
Excellent catch by Benny off a solid serve by Gaucheri. Here's Ben, backhand from the 12 line. Benny plays it deep. Robote for Gaucheri. To the inside. Big bounce. Stopped by Benny. Robote for Gaucheri. To the inside he goes again. Benny will take it on the bounce. Benny on the backhand from the 11 line. Gaucheri. Here's Benny on the forehand. Gaucheri looking for the Robote. That's dropping. He will keep it in play. Excellent control by Gaucheri. Here's Iturbide. Hard throw to the inside. Ben with a scoop, and he holds on to it. There's the backhand. Robote forehand, low and hard. Gaucheri has it, winds up. Costello 2-all. Stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide Cortada will score. 5 points for Iturbide and Benny. Possible set point.
Yeah, finally able to track one down there on the outside and then just narrowly puts it above the pad. Take a look here. I mean, on the Costado of Gaucheri up at the 7 line, pretty good percentages for the Renegades. Look at this return, though. Threw it kind of down low and hard, and Ben was backing up.
Yeah, he left nothing on that throw. Powerful, powerful throw by Iturbide. Here's Ben on the backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Rotate by Iturbide. Catch by Gaucheri. Gaucheri hard to the inside. Benny's there. Beautiful catch on the left side. Here's the backhand to the corner. Out to the Robote. Gaucheri calls for it. Iturbide, perfect catch at the 9 line. Low on the left side. Here's the backhand by Ben. Iturbide powerfully. Ben is there. Big backhand by Ben. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Gaucheri winds up. Split placement. Read by Benny.
Read.
Stopped by Benny. Benny puts it back right up the middle. Gaucheri whips it to the inside. Benny's got a tough play. He makes a great save. Here's Gaucheri running in. Powerful forehand. Benny for another Robote save. He's got it. Gaucheri's got it at the 3 line. That's trouble. Scoop by Gaucheri. The carom.
Oh, he didn't
my
need to do
goodness.
that. Oh, man.
Goes into the pad. That is 5 points for Gaucheri and Ben. We're at 5-5 set point.
And Gaucheri was so far in the way that anything that I think Iturbide would have thrown, I think he just would have kind of held up. What a scoop here. I mean,
he goes down.
Yeah, he's down. His head's in the floor. All he had to do was throw a soft forehand to the inside, and he tried to overcomplicate it and dropped it in the pad. Wow. Huge break.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
See how the Chargers respond here. I mean, you think the set should be over as you're back on that bench, and now you're playing at 5-5 against Gaucheri. Not the guy you want to see with the ball in the service box. Oh, wow.
Iturbide picks the serve, blasts it inside, and that scores. Point and set for Iturbide and Benny. They win at 6-5. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Boy, you don't usually see that from Gaucheri. He just lobbed that serve into the service box, and that was a couple feet off the sidewall, really.
I was going to say, really not with Iturbide. Iturbide,
No,
will, yeah.
certainly not. I mean, look at where he catches this. This is the
It's the second serve, so you don't want to mess with it.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a couple feet off the wall and then hard to the inside. I mean, just leaving Ben on an island there to make a tough catch. Ben did a good job there really in the second half of that set when the
great
Renegades came back.
Absolutely.
But just not enough there in the end. 6-5. The Chargers come away with that set. There've been a couple of close sets today, coming down to a decisive 11th point. It's been about split. A couple of them have gone the way of the Chargers. A couple of them have gone the way of the Renegades. But so far, Renegades leading the game day 3.5 to just 1 point for the Chargers. It was just that one run of serves, powerful serves from Gaucheri that got the team back into it 2 in a row. Not often you see Benny struggling on the serve receive in the back, but he's just firing bullets.
Yeah, I mean, when arguably the top player on the roster is throwing it what appears to be as hard as he can with a high degree of accuracy and getting it across the wall. I mean, there's really not a lot you can. I mean, there's really not a lot you can do for it. You really can't. That's why I was basically what happens is if Benny continues to miss here at Magic City and in Battle Court, you can scoop the serve as long as you're the front quarter sitting in between the 4 and 7 line. You can scoop it or take it what's called bote corrido, which takes the pressure off your back quarter. It's not recommended because it's very tricky, but Iturbide is more than capable of scooping that.
Did not have to resort to that in the first set. Chargers close it out 6-5. Second set. Gaucheri's got the serve.
Gaucheri serves. Second set has begun. Excellent serve by Gaucheri. Good read and return by Benny. Here's Ben. Ball in and out of the cesta of Iturbide. First point for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Well, trying to catch it about shin height there, ankle height on the right side. It's just a matter of control. Very difficult that low.
Excellent catch by Benny off a good serve by Gaucheri. Ben from the forehand. Iturbide is there. Iturbide powerfully from the costado. Inside, Ben with the catch. There's the backhand. Backhand by Benny. Gaucheri at the 10 line. Big backhand. Wall to wall. Just clears. Powerful forehand by Iturbide. Dropping, saved by Gaucheri. Here's Benny on the move. Backhand from the 9 line to the inside. Ben's there. Great catch. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Scoop. Tipped. 1-1. Iturbide will have the serve for the Chargers.
I mean, you don't really want your front quarter scooping the ball up like that in front of the back quarter. I mean, some exceptions, and you can understand Gaucheri is the one on this team wanting to play the ball, majority of the balls, but Ben's been doing a pretty good job here in the back court.
There's a backhand by Ben. Excellent catch by Benny at the 12 line. Big backhand. Rebote for Gaucheri on the forehand. Catch by Iturbide. Backhand. Wall to wall. Gaucheri calls for it.
It's right on the wall.
That hits the rail just above the front wall, which is out of play. 2 points for Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide has the serve.
Yeah, the sound was a little bit different than we're used to hearing off that front wall.
You hear the clink and you see it hit up high.
Yeah. I mean, it was close, but, I mean, the judge heard it, made the call. 2-1 now. Favor of Iturbide and Benny.
Here's a catch by Ben. Here's the backhand. Benny's there. Benny. Big backhand. Oh, that's in the overhead screen. 2-2. Gaucheri will serve.
There's such a premium against this Renegades team to try to get the ball to Ben in the backcourt or to have Gaucheri play these rebotes as deep into the backcourt as possible. That's why you're seeing Benny try to give it a little extra to clear that overhead screen and get it to Ben, but not to be that time, just catching a piece.
Excellent serve. Good catch and return by Benny. Here's Ben. Benny, great catch behind the 12 line. Here's the backhand. Ben's there. Gaucheri from the 9 line. Backhand. Low and hard. Caught by Benny. Benny on the backhand. Low and hard on the return. Gaucheri for the rebote. Keeps it inside. Here's Benny on the catch. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote for Iturbide. Gaucheri makes the catch. Backhand. Benny from the 11 line on the right side. Iturbide comes cross court, makes a fantastic catch high on the left side. Feeds Gaucheri the rebote, outside placement. Iturbide makes the stop. Hard throw. Oh, right to the right side. This right side is way out of play. 3 points for Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide has the serve. No, I don't mean to throw any shade in the direction, announcing shade, whatever the hell you want to call it, against Gaucheri, but I mean, that wasn't even close. He launched that ball 10 feet out.
Yeah, I mean, second time also that Iturbide's had it on the outside and just...
And that's really for Gaucheri. It's just situational awareness.
Yeah.
That's just that muscle memory. I'm going to throw an outside placement, but not keeping that boundary line in mind.
Not at all.
Ben Costello, 2-all, stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide hard from the forehand. What a catch by Gaucheri, and he scores. So 3 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri has a serve. So that's ill-advised for Ben, just ill-advised. You got an okay 2-all in doubles, but not putting it on Iturbide's forehand.
Yeah.
You don't want to give Iturbide that ball on the right side. Gaucheri comes in with just a phenomenal catch here.
I mean, that's insane. The reaction, the catch, the control, and then that's right on the... I mean, can't place it any better. Boy, yeah.
Ace will score for Gaucheri. 4 points. And the serve.
I mean, the hard part is it's head level for Iturbide. So, I mean, he's trying to avoid getting hit and then to get in position to scoop it. I mean...
Yeah, no, to step in front of this. I mean
that's a kill. I mean, that's head level from the forehand. If he hooks it a little bit, how do you play defense?
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. I mean, realistically, if you want to play fearlessly, you stand on the 4. You stand on the 4 line. You can't stand in front of the 4 line. You stand on the 4 line and just.
Wow.
But I mean, yeah.
That's gutsy. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, high doses of propanolol to make that happen.
Let's see what happens on this second serve. Didn't hold back that time.
Here's a backhand by Benny. Rebote forehand. Catch by Iturbide. Here's the backhand from the 8 line. Here's a catch by Benny. Backhand from the 9 line. Passing. Here's Ben from the 12. Ben hard to the inside. Benny's there. Benny from the forehand. Will not pass Gaucheri. Gaucheri from the 10. Here's a backhand by Benny. Gaucheri calling for the rebote. Plays from the forehand. Hard forehand. Here's Ben. Backhand from the 11 line. Benny on the catch. Backhand from the 11 again. Ben now from the backcourt. Gaucheri calling for it. Rebote to the inside. Here's Benny. Iturbide, backhand from the 9. Powerful throw. Rebote coming out. Robote save at the sidewall by Gaucheri. Floater brought down by Iturbide. Backhand safely played to the inside. Good catch by Ben. Benny advances. Backhand from the 10 line. Wall to wall. Out to the Robote for Gaucheri. To the outside it goes. What a scoop. And a carom return for Iturbide will score. That is just beautifully played. We're all tied up. 4-4 is the score. Iturbide has a serve for the Chargers.
Well, typically the outside placement from Gaucheri is unstoppable. Not today. Iturbide scooped it up a number of times and finally getting that carom right, killing it with the 2-all. 4-4.
Here's a catch by Ben. Iturbide calls for the Robote. He missed it. That's just a missed Robote at the 10 line. 5 points and a possible set point for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Coming into today, Stu, I'm looking at total backhand Robotes. Iturbide's thrown 40 of them, and he's converted 39. So that's just the second miss on his left side all season long with that Robote.
There's the backhand. There's the backhand by Benny. Here's Robote. Robote thrown hard. Robote forehand by Gaucheri. Iturbide's there. Hard throw to the inside. Ben for the forehand. Robote, high bounce. Oh, swing and a miss.
Wow.
That is point and set for Gaucheri and Ben. We have split sets. Put 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out and play a third and final set in just 2 minutes. Just what this match needed, a third set.
Wow. And again, just 1 point shy of the maximum through 2 sets, too. It has been a day here in Battle Court. Hard-fought matches, back and forth, and the game day far from decided. Got a third set in this one. The Chargers need the win to keep the game day alive going into the final match. Boy, and again, that one he slipped. Yeah, that one he totally lost his footing. But, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, too. I mean, he's only missed 1 on that left side all season, and he missed 2 in a row there to close out the set. I mean, it really is. It is about timing, and sometimes if you're off just a little bit, you see those misses pile up.
Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. See, Ben apparently has a good tie on and is keeping his cest on.
Benny coming back out here. Great start to this season for Benny. As we said, second on the roster in catch rate, 97.7%. Actually, it looks like all 4 players are out there already looking for...
They are, with about 20 seconds to go, looking for the ball.
Judge had that in his pocket. Look, can't get any extra throws in there. You know, it's a 2-minute break. No throws to be made during that time, so just wants to give it a bounce.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third and final set in this match. Iturbide has a serve for the Chargers. First team to reach 6 points wins the match.
Here we go, third
Iturbide
set.
serves. We begin. Gaucheri reaches out, picks a hard one, throws it back hard. Benny makes a spectacular catch. Here's Ben from the 11 line. Big backhand by Ben. Robote right up the middle. Iturbide to the inside. Here's Ben. Robote. Forehand by Iturbide. Clearing. Robote for Gaucheri. To the inside. Here's Benny up high. Backhand from the 10 line. Ben on the backhand. To the inside. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Picked up on the bounce by Gaucheri. Gaucheri from the costado, hard to the inside. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri, caught in the air by Iturbide. Here's the backhand. Ben's there. Backhand by Ben. Benny from the 12 line. Ben again, hard to the inside. Iturbide backs up. Backhand from the 10 line. Ben's there for the catch. Big backhand by Ben. Rebote coming out. Gaucheri, beautiful catch, winds up. Costi to the inside. Benny's there. Gaucheri again, backhand. Throwing wall to wall, a bullet from the left side. Iturbide, powerful forehand rebote. This one caught by Gaucheri. Gaucheri with control to the backcourt. Benny returns it. Gaucheri calls for it. High and inside. Benny makes the catch. Gaucheri calls for the rebote. Gaucheri called Ben off and missed the rebote. First point for Iturbide and Benny. Of the Chargers, Iturbide serves.
This ball's moving in this third set, Stu.
And if anybody wants to know, like, who has the ability, anyone can call anyone off when you're playing.
Sure.
When you're playing with someone, and you don't have to, you don't have to yield, but usually you do yield to the stronger of the two players on the team. If Gaucheri's calling Ben off,
again, yeah.
Ben's
If LeBron wants the ball, you give the guy the ball and you let him take it. He's the best player, and you got to live with that.
LeBron's playing. There's the backhand by Ben.
In another sport, I've heard.
Okay.
For example.
Rebote. Here's the catch by Benny. Benny from the 11 line. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote for Gaucheri. Ball tipped in the corner, ruled to have been tipped in the corner. That's 2 points for Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide will serve.
I don't think the Renegades like that call, but it's a tough sound off the back wall and the tip. It does sound similar, but Ben made an attempt at it and had a clean miss, so if he didn't touch it, he was very close.
There's Ben on the backhand. Benny's there. Here's Ben from the 12 line. Hard throw to the inside. Iturbide, backhand from the 8 line. Benny on the backhand from the 11 line. To the corner, out to the rebote. Gaucheri, forehand rebote. Caught in the air by Iturbide. Iturbide dropped it on the backswing. That's a point for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri will have the serve.
Just a tough stretch here. End of the second set, beginning of the third for Iturbide. Missing rebotes, dropping balls from the costado. I mean, this is an out of sight you often see for one of the most sure-handed front quarters on this roster. Oh, Benny's got to get out there.
Outside serve stopped by Benny on the forehand. Beautiful throw by Benny, passing both players. Iturbide, great catch on the forehand. Hard throw, lower to the back. Gaucheri calls for the rebote, puts it inside. Here's Benny from the 7 line. Right up the middle. Catch by Gaucheri. Gaucheri hard right up the middle. Iturbide's got it. A little soft placement, not soft enough. That's a hard throw. Benny will not get to the rebote. 2 points. We're all tied up. 2-2. Gaucheri has the serve for the Renegades.
I thought he was throwing hard in the first set, Stu, but clearly he has a few more gears. That forehand low and hard and just dropping off the back wall. A line before Benny could make that rebote save. What a shot, what power from Gaucheri.
Here's a catch by Benny. Backhand to Ben. Ben from the 12 line. Gaucheri makes the play. That's high to the front wall. This is a floater for Benny. Benny will not get there. 3 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri will have the serve. Benny raising his hand saying, hey, I know that was a bit wild. Sorry about that.
And you see that cesta tap. How about Gaucher? I mean, that was a Magic City bounce, took him way to the outside. Gets that big bouncer and forcing a miss again. I mean, just so well played off his footing. Still has tremendous control of the ball in that basket. Oh, man. Got hit.
Iturbide's hit with the ball. At point for Gaucher and Ben of the Renegades. 4 points. Gaucher has the serve.
And Gaucher only had 5 aces coming into today's matches, so...
I mean,
so at least 4 in this match.
Iturbide didn't even have time to get his cesta up.
Oh, that's a tough one, man.
5 points. Possible match point.
I mean, Gaucher is just taken over this match from the first set. I mean, he was frustrated maybe with a few calls, the way that first set went. And just taking it out on the front side and back wall and the Chargers.
Iturbide picks a difficult serve, throws a perfect 2-wall, 2-score. My, oh my. Still possible match point. That was beautifully executed by Iturbide.
Yeah, that's quite the combination here.
I mean, I don't think Gaucher threw any slower.
No, I certainly didn't. I mean, this is the serve he picks. That was a replay of the one before that Benny missed. This is the one right here, right on the tip. A great 2-wall. We're going. Oh,
that
boy,
ball is
Ben
in
missed
and
it.
out of the cesta. It is 4 points for Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide has the serve. Still possible match point for Gaucher and Ben. Getting a little tense.
That's a floating serve taking Ben towards the outside. We've seen Ben struggle with that historically. Good grab there.
Ben on the backhand. Wall to wall. Robote coming out. Iturbide for the Robote. Does not pass Gaucher. Gaucher blasts the Costalo to the inside. Ben, a beautiful catch. Gaucher, that's a wonderful catch there at the 8-line. Robote coming out. Robote to the inside for the bounce. Ben's got it at the 13 line on the right side. Benny has it. Backhand from the 9 line. Gaucher makes the catch. Winds up. Costi to the inside over the top. Here's Benny. Benny powerfully does not pass Gaucher. He's got it on the scoop. Low bullet stopped by Iturbide and a beautiful catch. Hard throw. Gaucher's calling for it. That drops in. At the sidewall, the ball passes Benny to score. That is point set and another hard-fought match. This one going for the Renegades. Gaucher and Ben, 6-4 in the third set.
And with that, the Renegades secure the game day win. Just 1 point for the Chargers so far, and one match remains. We're going to keep it in doubles. Third division matchup, Zuleika and Arta take on Goenaga and Arats.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
And there we have the game day scoreboard brought to you by DraftKings. With that, the Renegades have taken the game day 5 points. Only 1 point there for the Chargers. The play has been excellent by all players on this court so far. Before we move on to our final match of the day, let us hear from the winners of our last match, Gaucher and Ben of the Renegades.
All right, Gaucher, Ben, congratulations on your 4th win in a row. Now 4-1 overall this season. What will be the key to keep up this great stretch of play through the regular season and hopefully the playoffs?
For me personally, it's just putting Gaucher in great positions. I'm trying to make sure I keep everything in the back. That way when the opponent robotes, it's soft enough that way he can get it around the four line and closer and do what he do.
Yeah, we know each other a lot. We are playing together since since like 3 years or more. We have a good relationship in the court and we know how to play with each other. I'm happy for the win.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game.
Samsung Energy Q. Samsung Energy Q.
Thank you, Go Sherry and Ben. Up next. He was saying something about Samsung. I don't know. Well, we got the third division doubles here, Stu. Zuleika Arta against Goanaga and Arats. This is a fun one, Stu. Both teams undefeated in this third division. Zuleika and Arta 2-0. Goanaga and Arats 4-0. See who suffers their first loss. Renegades already locked up the game day. Chargers looking for these points. 1.5 available in this doubles match. There's a serve by Zuleika. We begin our final match. Well, runner to the inside. That's picked up by Arta, the backhand. Stopped by Arats. Arta to the inside. Arta pulls it in. There's a backhand from the 11 line. Goanaga with a leaping grab. Zuleika at the 9. Big backhand. Caught by Arats. Here's Arats from the left side. Zuleika now just beyond the 9. This one just out of reach. Lets it pass to the backcourt. Here's Arta. Puts it on the wall. Good adjustment by Arats to make the catch. Hard backhand. Here's Goanaga down just beyond the 11 line. Low runner. Picked up by Zuleika. High and hard. That clears the overhead screen. Goanaga. Robote. Power to the inside. Cut off. Here's Zuleika. Drop shot to the inside. He got the second bounce. First point for Zuleika and Arta. Low runner, missed by Arta. 1-1. We're tied up.
Yeah, Arta having a difficult time making that catch down low.
Robote left side, picked up by Zuleika. Hard back to the inside. Here's the Robote. Diving save by Arats. Zuleika takes it overhead. Trying to pass with the backhand. Arats recovers. Makes the catch at the 12. It's floating on the wall. That's tipped. 2-1 lead now for the Renegades. Goanaga and Arats. Arta picks it up off the floor. Well, runner inside, backing up. Arats scooped it up. Robote left side. Little kick off the sidewall. Arta tracks it down. He's got it on the forehand. Ball tipped on the forehand of Goanaga. That's a second point for the Chargers.
2-2.
Goanaga picks the serve. Hard to the inside. Here's Arta. Puts it on the wall. There's a good catch by Arta. Backhand lobbed up. Arats now beyond the 13. Comes away with it. Good stop by Arats in the corner. Higher and harder. Arta ranging back for it. Makes the catch. Comes out on the left side. Right back to Arats. Arta out of the way. Zuleika, forehand Robote played inside. Arats again picks it up. It's a hard backhand, crossing late. Arats again. This one lobbed up, back to Arta. Back Backcourters trading throws here. Arta from the left side, just beyond the 11 line. This one dropping, crossing. Rotz comes away with it. Zuleika now at the 9, backhand, little clip. Rotz in the middle of the court. Backhand from the 12 line. Arta again. Trying to get this one to pass. Rotz not going to let him. Backed up to the glass, makes the catch. This one gets by the Charger. Zuleika lines up the rebote. Goenaga attacks. Backhand at the 7. Low runner in the corner. Picked off by Arta. Rotz from the 12 line. Another backhand to the inside. Arta out of the way. Zuleika with the forehand rebote. Rotz at the 10. Another backhand. Another rebote. Off his footing. Zuleika drops it inside. Back it up. Goenaga scoops it up. Hard throw. Rebote. Forehand. Caught off the sidewall. And a return is missed by Arta in the back. Goenaga and Rotz lead it 3-2.
Arch's catching earlier in the game day was spot on, having some difficulties now, potentially with the pace of play. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to see a Rotz drop a ball in the backcourt.
Arta, there's the low runner. Goenaga comes back to dig out the rebote. Puts it close to the sidewall. Arta picks it up. Hard backhand. Rotz is there. On the left side, there's Zuleika. Oh, what a catch in the corner. No look. Rotz comes away with it again. Here's the backhand. Just above the pad, Goenaga comes flying in there to make the catch. Arta from the left side. Rotz, the low backhand. Zuleika pulls it in. Zuleika up at the 9. Hard throw. Rotz is there. Rotz just does get to that one in the air. Powerful backhand on the wall. Caught by Arta. Arta comes out a little bit lower. Goenaga's got to play on it. Rebote shoots off the back wall. Zuleika gets it into the backcourt. Rotz keeps it on the left side. Catch off the sidewall. Backhand played up at the 9 line. 2 pass. Goenaga waits on the rebote. Powers it up the middle. Right to Arta. Rotz on the backhand. Zuleika stops another one. Low bullet. Goenaga comes cross court. Zuleika quickly into the costado. Faked him out. Keeps it inside. Rotz gets there. Oh, runner now to Arta. He scooped it up. Rotz again reaching back behind him in the corner. Just flicks it up. Zuleika looking to attack. He's got it on the forehand. Splitter. Ooh, cut off in the air. The 2-wall. Split him up to score. Smart shot by Goenaga. That's a 4-2 lead for the Renegades.
Yeah, very well done by Goenaga. He usually goes to the straightforward 2-wall, and Zuleika was standing right there. But again, neither one of these front quarters has been, in these few couple points anyway, have been willing to open up the can on shots. Both of them, obviously, we know Goenaga goes to the 2-wall frequently. Zuleika, we saw cracking 2-walls earlier with a high degree of accuracy.
Fault. Over serve. Second serve coming up. Backhand to the inside, out of the way. There's Goenaga coming back for the rebote. Zuleika attacking. That's a 2-wall. That opens up wide to score. Chargers cut the deficit to 1. They serve.
That 2-wall beautifully thrown by Zuleika.
Good catch there by Rotz. Backhand to the inside. Oh, what a big backhand there by Arta. Kicking up and out. Goenaga turns it into a 2-wall. Zuleika's got it. Zuleika from the outside throws a carom. That'll score. 4-4 is the score. Zulaika serves.
Well, I don't think that they heard me. In fact, I know my microphone was not in-house at the time, so they started throwing shots. Just a question of feeling each other out.
Oh, good stop by Rotz, deep in the backcourt, backhand. Pulled in by Arta. Arta from the left side. That's crossing in the corner. Rotz let it pass to Goenaga. He turns to Robote. Arta will bullet again. This time Rotz comes charging down the inside. Arta from deep in the backcourt. Ooh, this one kicked to the middle of the court. Goenaga winds it up. Powerful throw. Caught by Zulaika. Quickly into the backhand. Rotz is there. Robote left side. Goenaga puts it to the inside. Arta again. Strong backhand. That's tipped by Rotz. 5 points for Zulaika and Arta. It's a possible set point for the Chargers.
You wait a long time for Rotz to drop the ball. That's what happened there. My goodness. Catch after catch after catch, just solidly made.
I said that Benny was tied for second with his brother Douglas, who's first. Rotz, 97.9% catch rate this season. Mostly on the left side, too. Good stop there on the left side of Rotz. The backhand by Arta. Oh, Magic City bounce, and somehow Arta comes away with it. Rotz on the bounce, makes the pickup. Forehand cutting inside. There's Arta. Backhand kicking up and out. Goenaga stops at the 6, turns it to the inside. No play for Zulaika. Here's Arta from the backcourt. Sidearm play picked up by Rotz. The backhand stays inside. Rotz now from the 12. This one cutting inside. Arta again. Just beyond the 12 line. Oh, that's cutting right to the inside. What a catch by Rotz. He keeps it going. A bullet again. Rotz out of the way. Goenaga left side of Bote. Zulaika looking for it. Will not get there. On the bounce, here's Arta. Powerful backhand. Robote comes shooting out. Goenaga tracks it down and gets it to pass. Not a lot on that save, and Zulaika's got it. Forehand right over Zulaika's head. Picked up by Arta. Arta on the left side. This one dropping low. Good body control. Oh, Magic City bounce. Robote caught the overhead screen. That is out of play. We are tied up at 5-5. This is set point.
Boy, all day the entire game day. 5-5. Chargers have been playing fantastic. Again, it's not reflected in the game day points.
Sixth set that has gone to a decisive 11th point today. Arta handles a serve. Backhand inside, right on the wall. What a grab. Neither foot on the ground there by Rotz. Rotz gets in there on the forehand. To the outside. Caught by Zulaika. Zulaika winds it up. Goenaga picked that one off right before it bounced. Here's Arta. Deep in the backcourt. This one's out. Robote left side lined up. Drop to the inside. There's Zulaika. Backhand just above the pad. Rotz getting out there to save the Robote. He does. Backhand from the 10 line. Little clip. Goenaga goes up for it on the forehand. Right back to the corner. And it's missed. Point and set. Goenaga and Rotz take it 6-5. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set 2.
Decidedly good play by all four players. Very evenly played by all four players. Arta having some difficulty early on and then late with the catching. Seemed to find his own about the middle of the set. But again, you're talking about Goenaga and Rotz. Rotz is not going to drop a ball in the backcourt. And Zulaika not going with that kill shot.
Yeah, I mean, a marginal difference in the catching for Zulaika, Goenaga, and Rotz, all players above 97%. And then you look at the fourth player out there, and that's Arta. He's down towards 92%. And in a 3-set match, going up to 6 points, the more points you play, the more likely as the stats indicate that the Chargers are going to drop one, particularly in the back.
Here we see Zuleika and Arta in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here and preparing for sets. Tough day for the Chargers. They played really well, an aggressive play in literally in every match. The Renegades consistently coming out on top in all but one of today's matches.
And in those six sets that have gone to a decisive 11th point, the Chargers have actually won 4 of the 6 and still just 1 point up on the board in today's game day. Gamedays and Arat's got that one, though, 6-5. And both Renegades out there ready to go with our second set. Chargers making their way out there right now. Zuleika and Arta will serve. Third set just about ready to get started. Second set, that is. Chargers will serve. There's Zuleika. Zuleika serves, and our second set is underway. We begin with an underserve. Second one coming up. On the bounce, Arta picks it up. Backhand to the inside. That's pulled in by Arta. This one's out a long way. Gamedays digs it out, falls down, makes the save. Right back to the forehand of Arta. Arta on the inside. Leaping grab by Aratz. Zuleika back behind him. Comes over the top. Gamedays into the costado. Inside placement. Arta with the scoop. He's got it on the right side. Arat steps up, not going to let that ball touch the floor. The backhand in the corner, picked off by Arta. Backhand in the overhead screen. First point for Gamedays and Arat of the Renegades. Arta's got the serve that caught the rail just above the front wall, out of play. 2 points for Gamedays and Arat.
Yeah, Arta did not have control of that ball in his basket after making the catch.
Ooh, low runner, that's just above the pad. What a scoop by Arat's backhand. Good stop there by Zuleika, the backhand. Kicks off the sidewall. Aratz takes it in the corner. This one passes. Zuleika with a forehand rebote. Somehow that clears. Gamedays still tracking it down. He flicks it to the outside. Arta gets there. Sidearm play right above his head. Backing up. Aratz makes the catch. Backhand from the 8. Low bullet in the corner. Stopped by Aratz. Aratz deep in the backcourt. Gets it to Arta. One cutting inside. Art's out of the way. Zuleika, forehand rebote, clearing the overhead screen, caught the middle of the court. Aratz right back to the inside. There's Arta in perfect position. Zuleika goes up. There's the backhand, high to the inside, clearing both Renegades. Gamedays makes the save. Here's Arta. Forehand, power to the inside. What a stop by Arats. That ball kicked way up. Ooh. Here's Arta in the middle of the court. On the left side, backhand. Dropping at the feet of Arats, makes a quick scoop in the corner. It's time up at the 10 line. High and hard. Arats in the same spot. Gonna make the catch. There's the backhand. Arta with the 11. Back quarters, trading throws again here. Arats steps back to the glass, now advances on it. Arta steps back to the 13. This one comes out a little bit lower. Arats has a play. That one kicks off the sidewall, right back to the left side of Arta. Here's Arats. Lobs this one up. Arta out of the way. Zulaika, forehand rebote. Comes out to the 7 line. Gawenaga turns it inside on the wall. Good pickup. There's Arta's backhand. Let out a long way. Gawenaga with the 5 line. Turns it back inside. There's another scoop by Arta. Another backhand. Drops between them, and it's tipped. Tremendous point by all 4 players. Zulaika and Arta get their first of this second set.
No, and the truth of the matter is that, you know, Arts has had a number of misses, but on the whole, this is the best I've seen him play. These have been some long points. He's been making some fine catches and getting the ball back.
Forehand rebote, dropped inside, Magic City bounce. Comes out of the basket to Gawenaga. That's going to be a second point, though, for the Chargers. Tie things back up 2-2.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to get that basket up and in between you and the basket can take the hits from the ball. People, not so much. Of course, we saw El Barba take one, and we've seen more players hit today.
Backhand to the inside, stopped by Zulaika. Zulaika's 2-wall is out. And the Chargers have challenged the call on the floor. Oh, they saved it. And perhaps for the right time. So that call was out. It's called by the judges, so we will get into a replay review and check it out. Again, some updated replay rules from last season. So this was an out call. If it is changed to in, the point will be replayed if the cesta of the player on the opposing team made contact with the ball. In this case, it was a clean 2-wall winner. So if no contact was made between the ball and the cesta, the call is reversed and a point will be awarded. So that's the case here. There was no contact between either Renegade, their cesta, and the ball. That was a clean 2-wall winner. It's just a matter of if it's in or if it's out. So we're going to get a look here at the line, and that is a good look. I mean, we're zoomed right in, and it looks like that's on the line still. Just a little bit of white on red. Yeah, players are already moving back. I mean, they actually can see the same replays that you are seeing at home, and that's clearly... I mean, the ball has to land completely in the court.
If it touches any part of the line, which it clearly does there, it's out.
And again, with those replay rules, that call was out, and it's a clean 2-wall winner, so you could have awarded a point if that was ruled in. However, we'll get official word, but it looks like that ball touched a little bit of the line. And we will stick with the original call if that is the case. And Chief Judge comes back, makes the official call. That ball was out, so we confirm the call on the court. That is ruled out. That's a 3rd point for Gawenaga and Arats. They lead now, and they serve. Forehand rebote comes up the middle, stopped by Zulaika. Oh, up the wall, Arats comes down with the ball. He was way up there. Here's Zulaika, backhand from the 9 line. Looking to pass, and he does. Cutting back inside, Gawenaga makes the save. Zulaika attacks. Costado, splitter. Arats knows where to be. He tracks it down, forehand, high to the inside. Bounces off the floor. Zulaika gets in there for the rebote. Arats back up at the 13. Zulaika now at the 10. Hard throw to the inside in the corner. There's Arats. Good pickup on the bounce by Gamedays. There's a big backhand. With a 5-line, Zuleika powers it, trying to get past Aratz. Not going to let him. Great catch in the backcourt. Arta now steps up, makes the catch at the 10. Low runner into the corner. Oh my, he caught that one. Karam blasted in. It stopped, but the offhand got trapped in the net. That's going to score for the Chargers. And it's thrown by Zuleika. It's 3-3. Tied back up.
Got to give Gamedays credit. He did everything he could to try to get that ball up to the front wall.
Yeah, take a look at this Karam, too. I mean, the last second he opens up,
just
cutting away from Gamedays and makes the stop, but that is not legal. That was actually creative.
That was a complete spin. No, I'm telling you, he did everything he could to try to get that ball up to the wall.
Love the effort. Backhand by Aratz, sticks inside. Let's write on the numbers. Art's out of the way. Zuleika, forehand Bote to the outside. Gamedays gets there. Gamedays whips it up the middle. Arta scoops it. Backhand inside. Aratz picks it up at the 10. Low runner. There's Zuleika. Zuleika's 2-wall is too wide. 4 points for the Renegades. They retake the lead.
That's the second time that Zuleika's gone wide, at least the second time that he's gone way wide on the 2-wall.
Backhand to the inside, pulled in by Gamedays. The backhand, stopped by Arta. Here's Zuleika. Backhand by Aratz to the inside. Here's Arta. Good stop, Gamedays up the wall. He comes down with the ball. Backhand. Here's the rebote. Arta on the inside, just beyond the 11. Zuleika winds it up, puts it inside. Aratz controls it. There's the backhand. Cutting close to the sidewall. Arta. No play for him. Zuleika's rebote is up in the overhead screen. 5 points for Gamedays and Aratz. It's a possible set and a possible match point.
Rare show of frustration there by Zuleika, reaching out for his ball after the point called dead. But I understand it.
Arta got in there before it crossed the sidewall. The backhand caught the air by Gamedays. Low runner. Zuleika's got to get back in there. He does make the save. Aratz on the bounce. Forehand. Cutting back to the inside. Leaping grab by Zuleika. Backhand clears the overhead screen. Zuleika. Gamedays rather puts it inside to the left side of Arta. Gamedays left side of Bote. Zuleika looking for it. Lets it pass to the backcourt. Arta. Dropping in the corner, Aratz committed to the rebote. He makes the save. Right to Zuleika. That caught the corner. It's scooped. Aratz high coast out of the inside. Right to Arta. Backhand. Caught in the air. What defense by Aratz. A backhand 2-wall is in. And it scores for the win. What a way to close it out. Gamedays and Aratz end it in straight sets. 6-5, 6-3 on the backhand 2-wall by Aratz. Another 6.5 point game day for the Renegades. Stay tuned for the post-game show. That's coming up in just a few moments.
What is Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
one. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court postgame show. Another big day for the Renegades, taking 6.5 of a possible 7 points over the Chargers. We have our player of the day ready to go in the DraftKings Players Cage, and that is number 20, Gaucheri for the Renegades. Number 1 player on this team every season of Battle Court. You've added 2 championships. Now you're looking for your 3rd one this year. You and Ben are playing in Division 2. You dropped the first set 6-5. What is the conversation like between the sets to get you guys refocused and to win that match in the end?
The same. We lose 6-5. We were playing good. A couple of mistakes, but just keep focus and do our job and trust in each other. We did it, and finally we win a difficult match.
Yeah, and your Renegades team has lost just 3 matches in your last 4 game days. How do you think this team compares to some of the teams that have won championships in seasons prior?
Can you repeat, please?
I said, how does this team compare to some of your championship teams before in other seasons? How do you think they compare?
I don't know. I know that we are a difficult team to beat us. We trust in each other. We have a very good team. We are friends out of the court, and I think that's an important thing to. It's an important thing for the team and for do good, for make good things.
Gaucheri, one question for you. It's very easy to get frustrated either with a call that you may not agree with, or the ball doesn't move the way you expect it to. Maybe you get frustrated with something else. How do you deal with that frustration and yet come back and not let it mess you up?
Honestly, I don't know. Today, I know that it's not easy to make a judge, but today were like 5 faults against me, and I was like,
I wasn't going to say it. Yeah.
One in favor, but no, it wasn't today. It wasn't the day. So, but nothing. Just keep fighting, and that's all.
Well, you guys did just that. Another
Perfect.
big day for the Renegades. Congratulations to Gaucheri, our player of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Gaucheri. I mean, you're not going to get too into it, but, it seemed like a couple of them did go against the Renegades, but in the end, they still prevailed. get some of those replays started and recap the tremendous day of highlight we saw behind us. A lot of close matches, too.
And
A lot of three-setters.
This 2025 promotion of Andrew Bleckman judging at Magic City Highlight is going to be huge. It's going to be giant.
This guy.
It's going to be huge. So let's go to the highlight reel. Oh, my. Here we have forehand rebote done beautifully by Aratz. Good catch and return here.
This one opens, man.
Yeah. Another one that I'm sure you were back here.
4 feet out. Yeah.
And folks, it is a joke, and it really is in good humor. The truth of the matter is that I've been watching.
The truth of the matter is I haven't been wrong about a call since, when did I start?
It's just,
no,
when you've been around highlight literally for like 45 years, you know how it works, which is kind of, sometimes calls are wrong, but calls are right far more than anybody ever gives them credit. In fact, that's one of the best things that the CEO of the league said, was that once he installed replay, he said it just gave him a greater degree of confidence the judges were making the right calls.
Well, again, the one that went to review, confirmed.
Absolutely.
Not changed.
There you go.
There you go.
So you're going to have a lot of help next year. Here we have the catch by Iturbide.
Look at the Karam here, forehand kill shot. Oh, but Aratz gets to it. Hard back to the inside.
Look at Iturbide. Yeah.
This one's going to drop.
So hard to make that play that far down. And this was such a hard-fought match.
Yeah, this was the top division singles matchup. Next goes Sherry against Zulaika. What a shot there, snapping the 2-wall off the rebote.
But no, Gaucheri's ability to recoup with his frustration, there are some players that are able to do it. That's why I wanted to ask him, and because certainly I'm not even talking about the calls, even though that's what he brought up. But just to deal with your frustration and not have it beat you is important. And man, he came back every time.
And moving on here, this was the 6th division doubles match. Correa and Flores against El Barba and Gallo. Another thriller.
Always a fun match when El Barba's on the court. Correa doing a great job of covering a lot of court. Perhaps a couple times got in the way of Flores. There's a nice drop shot by El Barba.
Yeah, it really was.
And again, this one could have gone either way. Could have gone either way throughout any of the 3 sets.
I mean, that's just been the thing. There's been so many close matches this season that could have gone either way, but the Renegades just seem to find a way to close it out and get that final point compared to some other teams. Look at El Barba. That's a long look into the backcourt.
See, the problem
still,
is
Correa gets out there.
This is what we talk about with overthrowing it. It's basically he threw it hard and he passed, but he fed the rebote.
But look at El Barba, though. Picks it up, winds it up, and you know what? The drop shot will work. Oh, just above the pad.
Very well done. 2-all here, beautifully thrown. Stop.
Yeah.
This was an
Second
exciting
division
one.
doubles up next.
This was an exciting one. This matchup of Iturbide and Gaucheri is just exciting to watch. Again, because Iturbide is able to make some tremendous plays. Again, there was one where Gaucheri started firing the serve so hard he wound up getting hit with the ball.
Yeah.
But this beautiful stop on the outside, powerful forehand crossing goes right off the cesta of Gaucheri, and Gaucheri very rarely misses those.
But came right back to him, but so quick, didn't have time to react. This one off his footing, drops it high to the inside. And not much Benny can do with that rebote.
No, Benny waved.
Yeah.
Sorry. Unfortunately, caught him on the bounce.
But look at this. I mean, off his footing, gets out there, high to the inside, right along the sidewall. No play for Benny in the air. And then no chance to make that save, dropping low off the back wall.
Beautiful catch here by Zulaika, the 2-all. Split placement.
Yeah.
Very well done by Goenaga.
Yeah, this was that final match, 3rd division doubles. Zulaika gets it, but when you don't throw the carom and it doesn't open up enough, it's your opponent a pretty good spot to kill it. Goenaga does right there, split them up 2 score.
both front quarters conservative with shots there in that last match. And again, Arta having some difficulty with a few catches, but overall just playing really, really well. That backhand 2-all to finish things off was a bold choice by Aratz, but well done.
I'll run to the inside here by Arta. What a catch there by Aratz. He was everywhere. I think he had that one miss, and the backhand 2-all, as you saw there before, closes it out. What a combination to end it. Going on, Aratz remain perfect with that win, and the Renegades continue to build upon that lead atop our Fall 24 Battle Court standings. Stu and I are going to join you here back on camera. When we do, we'll take a look at where all 6 of our teams stack up in this Fall 24 season so far. We know the Renegades are up at the top of that leaderboard, and we got the Chargers in 3rd place. Didn't do enough today to overtake the Warriors. See them in 2nd, Fireballs in 3rd, Cyclones and Devils there 5th and 6th place respectively. Yeah, the points remaining a little bit different for some teams because tomorrow, Stu, it's going to be a big day of highlight. That October 8th game day, that was last Tuesday, that was suspended, will resume tomorrow beginning around...
Friday, not tomorrow.
Sorry.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
We're not going to be here tomorrow.
Well, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. So if you want to do it by yourself, you're more than welcome. There's a lot of games to announce.
Friday, that's when we return. The next day that we're here. Thank you, Stu. Thank you for clarifying. I would have kept going.
He's going to be a great judge, folks.
You're not making a good case.
He's going to make a great judge.
So right around 4:30 Eastern time, that is, on Friday, we will continue on with the October 8th game day that was suspended. That was between the Fireballs and the Devils. So we were in the 3rd set, Jairo and Urbieta against Hormachea and Ubia, and it was 3-3 in the 3rd set. Jairo and Urbieta have the serve. And Jairo was the one that broke the glass.
And it is going to be the first serve.
It will be the first serve.
Okay. The breaking of the glass is not going to.
That's going to be that's officially in there now. That doesn't count as a first serve.
This is going to be Jairo's. Yeah. This is going to be Jairo's first serve.
So that's the 2nd division doubles match. It will resume. After that, we'll move on to CRB and Bramley against Jedin and Cabrera. Then Alex and Urbieta against Ikeda and Ubia. Again, Ikeda was substituting for Inaki originally, and even though we changed the date of that game day, we're sticking with that Ikeda and Ubia team. And then CRB Kubala against Jedin and Ikeda. That's the resumption of the game day from October 8th, beginning at 7 p.m. with our regularly scheduled Friday night game day. That will be the Cyclones and the Fireballs.
At 7 p.m.
7 p.m. start. We get started with Bueno and Rock against Jedin and Cabrera, then Carballo substituting for Amigarena. He'll play against Hormachea in singles. Then Ron and Rock. Ron will be back, taking on Jedin and Ikeda, followed by Foronda and Manu against Hormachea and Ubia. Then Bueno and Manu against Hormachea and Cabrera, and we will close it out in the 3rd division of singles, Foronda against Ubia.
And to be clear, this schedule has been shared with Hormachea, who has checked in from Spain and said, looks like I'm going to be playing a lot of highlight this Friday, and said, I'm ready.
4 matches for Hormachea.
That was his response. I'm ready.
Get the Fireballs back into that playoff position and perhaps move up that standings page as well. Another great day of highlight here. Renegades 6.5 points over the Chargers. We'll be back on Friday. We'll resume that October 8th game day and then continue with that battle court at 7 p.m. Until then, have a good week, everybody. We'll see you Friday.
See you Friday, 4:30.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.